Welcome everyone to episode 5 of What We Watch, where weekly we dive into a movie and break it down from start to finish.
¿Mande? Dale.
This week we'll be talking about X-Men 2 or X-Men United, depending where you get it. This masterpiece comes to us from a fellow director who already appeared on this show in week 1, the one and only Bryan Singer. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome my co-host Lorenzo. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. Thank you very much for having me once again. How are you guys doing, fam?
I'm doing pretty good. I think everybody's doing pretty good. How's everybody doing out there? Did you know that this was Bryan Singer? It was the same guy from The Usual Suspects.
I did not know that.
You didn't see any similarities between this movie and The Usual Suspects?
No.
Like,
no, I'm not gonna say. If I would have known that it was the same director, if I would have actually paid attention, yeah, I might have looked at it different. But no, I didn't know that until now. But I just might have to watch it again.
Maverick says hi.
Hey, what it do, brother?
Believe it or not, actually, there's not a lot of similarities between this movie and.
Pues entonces, ¿para qué chingados preguntas, güey? Este muchacho, güey.
No hay muchos, güey. Like, no hay muchas similitudes. Other than there's pretty good storytelling of the characters.
Yeah.
Which in The Usual Suspects you get because basically everything's like storytelling of the characters.
Yeah.
The only good thing about this movie, unlike the other movies, I actually know some of these people that are in the cast.
Yeah.
So, starting with Papi, Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine. Patrick Stewart, who's Charles Xavier or Professor X. Rebecca Romaine, who is Raven or Mystique, la que se pone en azul. Sir Ian McKellen, who is Eric or Magneto. Anyway, I was actually paying attention to the names. Y Magneto, like Magnet, porque agarra steel. Halle Berry, who's Storm. Alan Cumming, who's Nightcrawler, who I think is a very good. I've seen him in like 2 or 3 other flicks, and I really like his acting. Like I can't recall the movies, but I know I've seen him, and I like he stands out. Brian Cox as William Stryker. Ese señor jamás lo he visto, güey. Nunca lo volveré a ver. Like I don't know what movie sale. Sean Ashmore, who's Iceman, and Anna Paquin, who's Rogue.
Wow,
What's up, Matt?
I didn't know he came out in Spy Kids.
Who?
Alan Cumming comes out in Spy Kids, Instinct, Son of the Mask, Any Day Now, The Good Wife, Goldeneye. Of course, X-Men 2. Let's see, any other one that I know. Annie and Burlesque. Really? I did not know that. But yes, I agree. He did a great job. He did do a good job with this movie. Or they all did. I'm not even gonna lie. And that's that I'm not a very big superhero movie fan.
Yeah. I just no, es que like I just saw him spelled out for the first time. Like whenever I would read them, like no le ponía mucha atención, güey. Pero like I was like actually putting like lo que hacían a lo que hace, like el power a lo que hacen, güey. And I'm like, I get it. You know, like yo sé por qué es Magneto, güey. Like en español. Pero like por el magnet, like you know, like yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah. So like por eso me quedé like así como que no mames. Pero hasta, like, I just
Did
noticed.
You understand Cyclops?
No, sí entiendo, puñetas. Pero, like, acabo de poner el nombre con lo que hacen.
Con lo que hacen, yeah.
Like, en español.
Yeah.
Like, la palabra, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, es a lo que voy, puñetas.
Puñetas.
Anything about, before you started, like, how many times did you see it? Or had you seen it? When was the last time that you saw this?
Ooh. Well, the last time I saw this movie, prior to this past week, I want to say was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was having a movie marathon with a couple of buddies, and one of the we would have like movie marathon weeks, and one of the movie marathons was X-Men, and I actually finally got to see most of the X-Men movies.
So, because I know this one is part 2, we're actually not going to take part 1 into consideration or anything else after. It's just this movie by itself. Anything that has to do with this movie and not projecting yourself with characters that don't belong in the movie, Lorenzo. Okay? No, just kidding. So no, but it'll be just about this movie. It'll be anything that has to do with this movie. It has nothing to do with the comics, like for the sake of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just whatever the movie gives us. That's the only feedback we're gonna give back. The anything that you have to say about the opening speech, like not the Lincoln one, like the one of Charles Xavier one before the movie even starts, or when the movie started. No, you don't recall? Okay, so basically he's like saying how
the evolution.
Yeah.
The evolution of mankind and
yeah.
Well, it did sound very Darwin-esque, I'm not gonna lie. But it was interesting. Very
What's up, Mark?
What's going on, brother? It's very interesting. It's a very interesting take on it as far as the mutations in the genetics and how it evolves with, or how it goes hand in hand with evolution.
So quick question with that.
Yeah.
Do you think if we had another type of agenda, or not agenda, but let's say mutants existed in real life, right? You think all the other races would get along? Because here it's two things.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. It's
all the races,
human beings and mutants.
Yeah,
like
or
now,
humans that have an extra.
Now you separated, like instead of it just being
like
Just like humans and any other animal kingdom
yeah,
species.
yeah.
So, ah, I don't believe so. Um, although it does happen. It does happen, but it's not always 100% because we've seen this in past wars, especially big wars, like World War One, World War Two, where you see two very different points
Point of
of
views.
views from the world and different countries come together and unite in order to conquer a same goal. Heck, that's the reason why we got the UN, the United Nations. So yeah,
Because I find it very interesting if you put it in context to today's world.
yeah,
Like that speech fits perfectly.
yeah, it sure does.
Like if you actually put that into like context, like anybody could be saying that speech at the beginning and be like, man, he knows what he's talking about, you know?
Yeah.
Like so from there we start off with the Abraham Lincoln opening speech from his ceremony when he became president,
Oh yeah,
which we should
his
not be
inauguration speech.
yeah, we should not be the enemy, whatever, whatnot. Which is again like why are we fighting between each other? Which I think is like a ¿cómo se llama, güey? Like a foreshadowing of what's actually
The
gonna happen.
foretelling.
Yeah, foretelling of what's actually gonna happen in the movie,
Mm.
which I think is like like with two intros about speeches,
Mm.
like you get like okay, like it's the way. Again, just talking about this movie, not taking the first one into consideration, you're like, oh, it's the way like he's taking this series,
Yeah.
like using context, using real life context in order to become so this movie can feel real, like not not Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Makes sense?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So from there we actually get a fucking badass scene. Okay? Like I think this is my favorite comic book scene of all time. It's Nightcrawler. Like they ask him like, hey, like are you lost? Y lo ahí no trae la skin, right?
Mhm.
Que eso sí no lo entiendo, güey. Porque no es como que si se puede prender y apagar la skin. Like, because he doesn't have the skin, it's just like his.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just like pale.
yeah,
It's
his
pale white.
Yeah.
This is
And there's
this
no
is true. Yeah,
explanation.
yeah, because it's not. He's not like Mystique, where Mystique can
Yeah.
change her appearance at a moment's time. But yeah, that is pretty funny. Yeah, because at that opening scene when you first see him, can I help you, sir? And he's got that pale face, and then he just vanishes, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden he's all blue again.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's one error. Again, like I criticized
yeah,
Face Off.
yeah.
Like it's the same thing here. Yeah, Face Off. That's how I remember.
That means wolf, sir, in
Whatever.
sign language.
Pero sí, güey. Like I think that was an error. Like I don't think that should have stayed there. Like I think they should have gone back and fucking colored them in.
Yeah.
But apparently not. So from there we get a badass scene. And one thing that we don't know, well, one thing is that I was thinking about it when I was watching it again. I'm like, güey, ¿por qué no puede brincar a donde está el president y se acabó el pedo? Pero no nos dice nada. Like, so tú te quedas pensando, like, they're just
Yeah.
making the story longer. Again, this is just talking about the movie, not about the comics.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to think
Well,
about.
you're in luck. I haven't read the comic.
Okay, so so then empieza like you can see him that primero pasa y luego like he gets there.
Yeah.
Like first he passes by to see, and then he jumps into that area. Like he doesn't jump to the area before seeing, and you're like, whoa, este güey le gusta caminar apparently. But see, wait, like there was no other explanation. Like, cause again, it's the beginning of the movie. No hay ninguna explicación, güey. Es nada más lo ves pasar, güey, y luego sale ahí. Okay. So like it could have been a tactic. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, that sounds more like a war tactic. Like you're trying to cause a diversion, bring your enemies. They said, "Hey, we've got a breach just past the gift shop or whatever."
Yeah.
And hey, well, you know what? And there's multiple. So
Yeah.
instead of just running one way, he appears on his side, and he starts seeing, oh, there's multiple subjects. So I saw that as a tactic. Tactical.
Like mi mente era, güey, ¿por qué no estás brincando ahí, like automatically?
Yeah.
Later on te explican por qué.
Yeah.
Pero, like, I was like, you know, like, this would have been a lot quicker. Pero, like, I really dig the scene. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I really dig from when he's fighting 1v1s and then he's like 1v2s, 1v3s.
Mm-hmm.
Him for its time, way, the graphics, except for the tail, cuando no tiene la cara pintada, que sale
Que
wiggly,
sale. Mm-hmm.
like, de ahí para allá, güey, todo lo demás se ve chido.
Oh yeah, it
Hey,
does.
Vixen. LMAO Dino Storm.
Yep, yep.
Pero, sí, güey. So, empieza a pelear, güey. Like, he appears, he disappears, like, throughout the White House. El presidente, si hay un point donde dice, like, there's multiple targets, or there could be multiple targets. We don't know how many. I thought that was very clever because you're getting different information from all different sides in the fucking bunker.
Yeah.
And everybody's telling you that they have them on their side.
Mm-hmm.
So vienen unos güeyes de un lado, it's not clear. Vienen otros güeyes de otro lado, tampoco por acá, primo.
Mm-hmm.
Mejor vamos a quedarnos aquí a la vez. Y todos dicen que hay alguien, güey. So how could they get from one side to the next so quick? So they think that it's multiple. Y luego empiezan a soltarse las shots, güey. And this is one thing that Brian Singer does that, like, I really enjoy. Te deja en suspenso, güey. Porque escuchas, of course, ¿verdad? Puedes saber, ya ahorita ya puedes saber, güey. Pero la primera vez que lo estás viendo, dices, ya se lo chingaron.
Mm-hmm.
Pero you start hearing all the shots.
Mm-hmm.
Y luego se abre la puerta.
Yeah.
Y ahí es cuando sabes, ok, no. Pero igual, he's very smart, güey. De tanto que se movió dentro del room, güey, there's enough smoke or enough of the shadow that he can see, pero ahí no lo pueden ver. So, él sabe dónde están todos en el room. You see, I also thought that was very smart.
Yeah.
Because, like he's very tactical in his movement. Like, no hace ningún movimiento sin saber qué es lo que está hacer hasta el último que se descuida.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yo. So, sí, güey. Acabaron. Acaba esa scene, güey. Donde Nightcrawler, the slow motion scenes were also pretty good, güey. Like, with the smoke or with the shadow, like him with disappearing and appearing, güey. Like, it was a very good directed scene, güey. Like, I really digged it. Like, other than the opening sequence to Deadpool, way. Have you seen Deadpool?
Yes.
Okay. So
that is one superhero movie I did enjoy.
Yeah, me too, güey. Pero, like el opening scene donde van en los carros, güey, que está peleando el güey. Okay, like, I really enjoyed that scene. But I still think this one was the best opening scene, güey. Do you guys have a favorite opening scene for comic book movies? Like, fighting opening scene? Like,
those are two pretty good examples, and yeah, I don't know if I'd agree with you. I think I'd go more with the Deadpool one.
Because remember, Deadpool had the credits running through the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
So it's like the beginning of the fight, credits, like the opening credits, and then the second part of the fight. That's why I don't consider it the best one, because there's two parts to the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's he's painting and he's like, "Hey, Francis," or no, Francis was still after the credits. Yeah. When he starts getting off on the bridge, but let's not get off track. Yeah, okay, we're not talking about that movie.
Pero sí, güey. Any other superhero movies that you have seen?
I'll try not to. They're telling me not to hydrate as much. And yes, you are right. I gotta go to work today. But I'm sorry. What was your question, brother?
Any other opening scenes from superhero movies, or any other opening scenes? Period.
Opening scenes,
like action opening scenes.
None that I can recall off the top of my head.
No. Yeah, because I still think about opening scenes, way, and this is one of them. Like action-packed opening scenes, way. Like, this is one of them. Like, I just thought it was done beautifully, way. Even though it's not a one shot. Have you ever seen The Raid? Like, I think it's The Raid 2. They have it's a one shot, and then they're fighting on the stairs, way. And that fucking fighting scene is beautiful. But anyways, completely different movie. But yeah, even though it's not a one shot, like, I really dig this opening scene, way. I wish it would have been a one shot, but I think it would have been pretty hard with having somebody appear and disappearing.
Yeah.
So after the Frozen scene, after the Frozen
Oh,
scene, after what?
um, Medellin says John
John
Wick.
Wick
Mm-hmm.
fighting scene. Well, yeah, not
Yeah,
superhero. Yeah,
not superhero, but well, technically,
he's not.
well, I mean,
Like they haven't said he's a superhero,
he's super. That
but
motherfucker
he's
takes
not a
out.
hero.
That motherfucker takes motherfuckers out more than Deadpool. He's damn near the same. He just doesn't have regenerative powers.
Mark, I completely fucking agree with you. Nightcrawler is the shit.
Yes.
So after the Nightcrawler, well, acaba la scene, güey. Nightcrawler acaba arriba del presidente. And then you see him with la tail le da el knife, way, and then he's about to stab him, or he actually tries, pero they shoot him, so hace drop the knife next to the president, right?
Yeah.
From there you get Wolverine. You get Wolverine in the frozen tundra,
Oh, that's
like
right.
by the lake,
Mhm.
by Aikala Lake, or something like that. I can't recall the name of the lake. I forgot to write it
The
down.
IKEA lake. Let's call it the IKEA lake.
And he's looking at the building, and he's not able to recognize anything, like because on top no hay nada, like es nomás el river o el lake, y luego donde está el building, güey, pues él piensa que está por arriba porque hay puertas para entrar, pero pues no hay nada.
Yeah.
So like there's nothing there. Like it's just, if you actually saw the movie prior, you get it. If you don't see it out of context, like you're like, this was fucking pointless. Yeah, because si no has visto la part 1, güey, no entiendes.
That's why I'd have to. I guess maybe that's why I don't like superhero movies, because I lost my taste with Star Wars. How Star Wars jumps from one episode to like 2 episodes behind,
Yeah,
and
güey,
they
te vas a
jump.
echar a la gente
They
en
jump
contra,
up.
güey.
Hey, pues, I'm sorry, brother, but this is a society of villains. Okay, I have to be
No,
mean.
pero I get you, güey. Like, pero a mí es lo que me gusta, güey. Porque yo leo comics, güey. Like, a mí me gusta, like, los crossovers, güey. A mí me gusta, like, que todo tenga que, like, algo que ver. También hay one-offs. Like, hay one-shots. And I love that. Like, un character, que un character tenga su propia movie, güey. Que no tenga que nada que ver con nada de lo demás, güey. Que sea nada más la take del director, güey, del writer sobre ese character is also fun.
Yeah.
But it's the X-Men. Like,
Yeah, you've got way too many characters.
yeah, güey. Like,
I mean, you got a plethora.
Superheroes is not Star Wars. ¿Ya ves?
Well,
You see, there's other people that like superhero movies, but not Star Wars. I actually have, from Star Wars, I've just watched Mando. I watched Obi, and I tried watching the book, and I didn't like the book. I watched Obi, and it was so badass. With me.
wait, you didn't like the Book of Boba Fett?
No.
Hold up. Hold up. Look. Truth be told, I was never a Star Wars fan, but my boy put me on. I'm telling you, on one of these movie trips, and instead of him showing me the first movie that came out and then the second movie, no, he put them in chronological order for me, and then I was like, oh, this fucking makes sense now compared to how lost I was with wait, I thought that was Anakin, and hold on, I thought that was Luke, and like I'd start getting people mixed up, and the only ones I knew who were R2D2, Chewbacca, and I don't even remember the gold dude, C3PO. There you go, C3PO. But yeah, like those were the only characters that I knew, because I didn't know who Harrison Ford was. I thought Harrison Ford was Luke Skywalker.
Indiana Jones, we.
Yeah, that's who I thought Luke Skywalker was, but apparently no. That's if anyone knows who that is, I mean, help us out there. But and then like I thought,
oh my goodness,
I thought
not
the
a
little
Star
kid
Wars
was,
fan. Flushed face.
I thought the little kid on the racing. Oh, estos vatos, because it's all.
Oh my goodness,
No, because I'm roasting you. No, are they roasting me? I don't know. It's facing that way, so.
No, it's you, it's you. Actually, there is a gay superhero in this movie, and he's actually, his powers are ice. He freezes things. Iceman is gay. Bobby.
What? I thought that motherfucker was.
The
It
guy that's
wasn't
with
he?
Bro.
Yeah.
Le encanta la verga.
Puta madre.
No, pero en los comics, no en las movies.
Oh, okay. Look at the way. See it? I was like, this motherfucker's in love with Rose.
No, with Rose, with Rogue Way.
Pues el pedo es de que me entendiste.
Bueno, so from there, we see mutant kids. I thought this was fucking funny, güey. Like, está una niña comiéndose un helado en el museum. Y está lambiendo el cono, güey. Y luego se voltea a ver al kid. Y el kid le saca a ella la lengua al kid, güey. Y luego el kid con la lizard tongue
con
también,
lizard tongue.
I thought that was fucking funny, güey.
Y se asusta la huerquilla así como que.
Yeah. And also here is the first time that we see Storm.
Yeah.
We get the introduction of Storm. We get the introduction to Jean Grey at the museum. And then Jean Grey starts like ¿cómo se llama? Como losing her powers, güey.
Yeah, she starts
Like,
going in
losing
her
control
like,
of her powers.
yeah, she's going in her little fritz.
Yeah, so then we get the little participation of Cyclops.
Yeah.
Which fucking Cyclops, güey, pero lo mandaron a la chingada en esta película. Like, no sale para nada, güey.
Yeah.
Like, I needed...
He did, but like
Yeah,
for
no sale,
5 minutes.
I think that was it, güey.
Yeah, 5 minutes. So yeah, it's just that scene where he takes.
Like, I think actually his screen time is 5 minutes, güey.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that was a whole joke cuando salió.
Hit it on the fucking now. I mean, hit it on the head of the now. Oh, damn it! I tell these people, I'm gonna be busy at this time, but they don't listen.
So, yeah, güey, like, va a pasar igual. So,
I agree with you, Mark.
what?
They got it in order. He says Disney Plus got the category in order. They're smart, and yes, I agree. That is one of the biggest things that I do thank Disney Plus for.
So de ahí we go to the fucking food court area, and that's where we meet Pyro or John. That's where we meet Bobby Iceman, and that's where we meet Rogue.
Now that's what makes me know that I didn't do all my homework. I mean,
I know them, way.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they're like superhero names, or I could have guessed them, but
I know them by name.
But yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
I see that.
Sí, güey, a mí sí me gustan los X-Men, güey.
Sí, ya me di cuenta. Nada más porque I haven't. I mean, if you guys see my Snapchats or my my Facebook videos, you guys will see this.
Yeah. Ah, pues ahí está, güey. Arriba. Mira,
Oh yeah, it's got a few X-Men up here. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can tell. Yeah, that's right.
Pero sí, está. Oh, well, even at this part, ahorita que vi a Sabretooth, like, it's funny, güey, because we're not talking about the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Pero sale un foso de Sabretooth porque Sabretooth se murió en la first movie.
So where the kid's playing with the teeth? I didn't get that, but yes, now I do.
Yeah. So, supposedly que se murió en la first movie.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a fucking really good, cool comeback.
Yeah.
That's why Star Wars was such an impact, because no other movie saga did what they did. That's it. Yeah, pero hay unas movies que no ocupas ver como la first part, güey. Like, Toy Story 2 no ocupas ver Toy Story 1. You don't need to watch it.
You see, you had a friend in me.
No, pero... so, están en la pinche food court, güey.
Yeah.
Y luego, that's when you first see the power of...
Well, Gene.
Of John, well, aparte.
Yeah.
Pero you see Pyro's power, and then you see Bobby's, Iceman's power, or Bobby.
And Professor X.
And then you see how powerful Professor X is, and then,
shit is scary fucking cool.
How he can pause everything?
Yeah, just fucking have the ability of just like, sleep, motherfuckers.
Well, yeah. Like, it's just crazy, güey. Like, it's not crazy, pero que alguien tuviera el poder de hacer eso, güey. Como John Milton.
John Milton. Ya sabía. Duérmanse, no mames.
So then we see Charles freezing everybody. And then they're like, hey, I think we need to go back to the, because they start hearing about the mutant attack at the White House.
Yeah.
So then they're like, hey, I think it's time for us to go back. So se junta la main core de los X-Men en la meeting, en el room de Charles. Okay. Y está Jean diciendo like, hey, well, it could have, like, what's gonna, oh no. Storm is the one that mentions the Registration Act. So the Registration Act means that anybody, any superhero or any mutant needs to register so that everybody can know where the hell they're at.
That's fucked up.
Yes. Yes. It would have been. So, en este caso, güey, Jean or Cyclops is like, hey, like, it's Magneto, you know?
Yeah.
Y este güey le dice, no, it can't, it's not Magneto. Like Magneto no hace esto. Like, Magneto wants to take, like, wants mutants to take over, but he wouldn't do this, right? Like, como que sabe la línea entre Magneto y cualquier otra persona. We also find out, way that Charles can't keep up with the movement of Nightcrawler because he keeps on teleporting.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here, after Magneto's like, hey, I can't keep up with this guy. Like, once I find him, like, you guys go get him, and then bring him back to us, or bring him back to me, and then we'll find out what's going on.
Yeah.
After this is the first time they will actually meet William Stryker. Okay. So, William Stryker.
He walks into the Oval Office.
Yeah, he's in the Oval Office. No, well, he's already there. So he's in the Oval Office. Y le dice que ocupa permiso especial, güey, like, for an operation. The operation is to go raid the Xavier's School of the Gifted. So the whole point of him going there is actually for Cerebro. Well, actually, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
But he just wants to raid the house, right? Le dice, mira, pues, estos son mutants. Like, right? Like, he has his personal agenda, but the agenda right now is, like, mutants trying to do this to you. He's probably coming from here, which is, we don't know where he's coming from yet. Yeah. From there, we found out Magneto was interrogated and gave up a school and location of Charles.
Yeah.
We actually find out que este güey es el que tiene en custodia a Magneto. Okay. Hey, what about that fucking cell, way? That cell's legit.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Very outsmarting his powers. Have a gel completely made out of non-metallic material. That is very hard to come by. And honestly, I would have thought it would have been made out of wood rather than plastic and glass the way it was. Just simply because wood wouldn't need you wouldn't need your screws or your nails. You could do something like Chinese architecture and use like dovetails and different type of rivets in order to keep those things in place. But seeing them in glass and plastic, very cool. Very cool.
Actually, Mark, facts on the OP, but I think he took that. I think his son Legion was the one that had that, and I think they got that inspiration from there. But I could be wrong. But I think Legion is able to do that for Charles Xavier. You know how he can freeze that, like freeze everybody. No, wait. So you know how in the movie Charles like freezes everybody, right? Because you're like, oh, like that's fucking like scary, amazing, or whatever. So like tiene un hijo él, güey, pero su hijo sí está like overpowered, like gacho. Se llama Legion. Está loco, güey. Sí, está loco. Like cada personality tiene un poder diferente.
So he's basically like Baby Jack from The Incredibles.
No, because he's not a baby.
Well,
nah, I'm just kidding. Like he has multiple personas, güey. Like está loco, güey, el güey. Pero ese güey está overpowered, güey.
Yeah.
Hey, te recomiendo su show, güey.
That's what OP was. God damn it. I was over here thinking like, God, you don't want to sound like an idiot. And have what the fuck is OP?
Overpowered.
But yes, I get it now. Yeah,
Um,
overpowered. Totally is.
Also, like the cell that it's floating on its own way. How the fuck do you get that to happen? Like, no hay nada, güey, para abajo.
Yeah, to suspend it.
Y no hay nada para arriba tampoco.
Well, I'm pretty sure there is, but
No se ve, güey.
yeah,
Well,
okay,
like, no, sí, güey. Like, tiene que haber algo, puñetas. Pero no se ve, güey. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like if it's just a box, like,
Yeah.
floating.
that
Yeah.
is tripping.
So,
I'm fighting my temptations.
so we also find out, here is where we find out that Stryker actually goes to the cellway,
Mhm.
and vemos que trae un syrup, or un serum.
Serum.
Like, como una inyección, güey.
Yeah. Mhm.
Y para hacer hablar, o para incapacitar, y para que suelten todo, güey, lo usa. Like, so, aquí vemos, no lo vemos, o sí lo vemos,
Yeah.
que se lo pone a Magneto,
Yeah.
y luego le dice, so, one more thing, tell me more about the school, or about Cerebro. ¿Qué es cerebro?
Yeah.
Porque el cerebro piensa. Puñeta. Also here, we see, so once we get out of there, we actually see Rogue and Bobby at the house. Okay, and they're flirting around or whatever went on, and we actually see Colossus. Colossus is el güey que se pone de steel.
Yeah.
Okay, and we
Yeah,
see
I
a
remember
little
him from Deadpool.
Okay, so this is actually, well, this is
The
first
younger version. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's younger or not, pero bueno. Anyway, so, ¿qué te iba a decir? So aquí, we actually see something funny, güey. Like, a mí se me hizo bien chistoso. Apparently he can draw, güey. And he draws a picture of Rogue and of Bobby, like, kissing, and picture Bobby todo passed out.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the powers of Rogue.
Yeah.
And then whenever they're about to kiss, Rogue and Bobby, you actually hear a motorcycle. So she runs. She goes to the door, and it's Wolverine. This is where we actually see Wolverine come back to the actual mansion. We hadn't seen Wolverine here from the beginning of the movie, where it didn't make any sense to anybody unless they had watched the first movie. But because we're not talking about the first movie, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we get like, hey, like, how are you? Que no sé qué, like, lo extrañó. Y tienes al novio celoso de que, oh, who's this? Oh, this is Bobby. I'm her boyfriend. Like, así como que, how do you guys? Like,
we're still working on that one.
Yeah, we're still working on that one.
I didn't know what he was meaning though. Was he
Like
talking
kiss,
about
like,
like intercourse
no,
or
no,
kissing?
like kiss.
Okay, yeah.
Like, porque acuérdate que aquí todavía son high school students, güey.
Gotta start with one type of candy first.
So sorry. So from there, we actually see Storm come down, and they're like, hey, good thing you came back because you're actually gonna need a babysitter.
Okay.
Like, me and Gina are gonna go search for the mutant that attacked the White House. Los gusanos también ricos, güey.
No, I see why you like those mango balls.
Yeah, los mango dots.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, si estás viendo esto, güey, también nos dieron mango dots aquí, güey.
Woo! Delicious. Sorry, guys.
And then you get the tension right away. Whenever Jean Grey comes up, yeah, you're like, hey, like, you know, like, hello.
Hey, Logan.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, like, and you get the tension right away.
Yeah.
Like, there's a tension there, like, even if you don't know anything, like, you know that there's something going on. Like, if there's nothing going on, you know that there's a lot of sexual tension between them. Like,
Yeah.
por la manera en que se hablan, güey, porque como no se habla igual él con Storm a como se hablaron ellos, güey.
Yeah.
Like, their tone of voice, güey, the way they carry themselves right there in front of each other.
Yeah.
And then we see Cyclops.
The jealous boyfriend comes out.
Yeah, the jealous boyfriend comes out. Y le dice, hey, le hace falta gasolina a tu camioneta, a tu
Motorcycle.
He's like, you fill it up.
Dale, puto.
So he takes it.
Mm-hmm.
From here, Charles Xavier tells the girls like, "Hey, I found the location on." Oh no, they actually start setting up everything to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Storm tells them, "You arrived just in time. We need a babysitter."
Mm-hmm. And then Wolverine actually wants his mind to be read.
Yeah.
And Magneto's like, hey, you know what? Like, oh, he goes to Charles, and Charles is using Cerebro. Okay, so he actually, like, you can see and you hear him say, like, can't you just concentrate on him? And he's like, I could if I wanted to kill him. So no ocupa hacer nada este güey. Este güey nomás te ocupa ver, güey. Y vas a valer el chorizo, güey. Like that's fucking whack, güey. Like, este güey nada más así. Imagínate, güey, que se ponga esa madre, güey, y se le ocurra quedarse dormido, güey. Está pensando en alguien y valió verga. Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's
You
it.
can't concentrate on him too much because if not, you'll kill him. That's crazy. I also like what he told Wolverine. Logan, I don't. What he said, he doesn't approve of him smoking in the mansion, but not to smoke inside Cerebro, and turns it off.
Yeah. Like, it's like a father figure, güey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to Logan. Like, in that scene, that's what you get. You know, like, hey, güey, like, ya, like, I went, no me sale nada, like, ¿qué más puedo hacer? Y así como que, güey, pues, like, you know, the mind sometimes, like, doesn't work your favorite way. Like, the mind doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And, like, even though Charles was trying to get him to figure things out on himself, like, so he can unblock it, but Charles could unblock the fucking brain out of Wolverine. Because that he's that strong. And I only get that, right? Because I know, pero I only get that feeling, like, in that part of the movie, that he didn't want to win, so Wolverine could actually experience it on his own because of the powers that he had shown earlier. De que puede congelar a gente, güey. O de lo que dijo, güey. De que, like, puede matar a alguien si se concentra. Like, no mames, estás hablando de que este güey básicamente piensa en ti y te vas a morir, güey. So, like, if, like, como Wolverine, güey, que tiene problemas con su mente, güey. Like, si este güey está batallando, capaz si haga mucho, güey, le haga fry la brain y ya valió ver.
That is trippy.
What?
Yeah, that is trippy. But see, I don't understand that. Like, the whole psychological powers, or the psychological effect that Wolverine carries around, but yet his regenerative power doesn't help regenerate his mental well-being, I guess.
Because he lost it before, güey.
Oh, that's right. He did lose it before becoming Wolverine, but he had already had
No,
regenerative
his
powers.
regenerating power was all there, güey. Pero antes del adamantium, perdió
his memory.
His memory.
That's right. Yeah, we're going back to the origin story. Yeah, I forgot.
As they play it their way.
Yeah.
Like, according to their way, se acuerda de todo lo de anterior, güey, menos de cuando es Professor X. Menos de cuando se, like, entró al program de Weapon X. Because we're going to get a little bit further into the movie, and we go to that detail.
Yeah.
Which we'll touch on it right now. So, le dice, Charles le dice a Jean, pues aquí está, right? Like, these are his coordinates, que no sé qué, váyanse para allá. Charles and Cyclops actually go to visit Magneto.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has 5 minutes of fame.
Close. Porque aquí vamos como en 1 minuto y medio.
Oh, okay.
So, we actually see, güey, in a scene prior, que Magneto tiene el mismo spot que tenía Nightcrawler. Okay, so hasta ahí vamos bien.
Yeah.
Anything that you found that didn't belong here? Like, that you're like...
Me pelas toda la verga, te lo digo en todos los idiomas que tú quieras.
I'm guessing you're the only one that can hear that.
Yeah, güey.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it from your headset, and I'm like, "Whoa, what's that? What's going on?" Boom, boom, boom. But yeah.
So, anything that you saw up to here, güey, like, before we keep on going?
Not at the moment. That's weird or anything out of place.
Slow and okay tempo of the movie.
Yeah. It's got a good, nice opening scene. It's not too forward, too quick, and it's actually breaking down exactly what's going on. Yeah, and the steps that are being taken.
Okay, so with this, let's take a little break, and let's jump into our first sponsor of the night, which is Los Rosales HT. Los Rosales HT is the one that provides us with our fucking candies, which are fucking delicious. Guys, I actually took these out. I already took them out to 2 bars. I actually tried them out with people there at the bars, and they're like, oh, they're good. Hay unos candies que sí gustan más que otros. Again, it's to everybody's taste. Yesterday, somebody fell in love with the mango dots. Actually, the whole table fell in love with the mango dots. The mango dots are fucking good too. My personal favorite are the peach rings. Again, she already's working on, or she already has me like these little bottles, but of the actual powder.
Like what she sprinkles on it.
Yeah, so she actually called that el adictivo. There's actually an explanation on it because that's her go-to powder. Like she makes that powder.
Dude, you weren't wrong about the freaking peach rings.
Yeah, fuck yeah, way. Those are my fucking favorite. And that type way, porque están como más fluffy. Oh, güey, cállate la boca.
A perfect combo with the sweet and
again,
spicy.
Just go to the link, follow the link, and just look at what she has, guys. She has mangonadas. I know if you're further away, pues no vas a poder, no te podemos mandar las mangonadas. Pero tiene aceitunas, güey, con clamato o con el juice. She has pickles, güey, wrapped in like this, like cucumbers. Guys, no hay mucho que pueda decir, güey, que no haya dicho. Like, and every week she comes out with a different type of mix. Like for the candies, like I always get mystery candies from her, just so I can see what's new. The gushers are great. The peach rings, the nerds. What else does she have? She has sour gummy worms, gummy bears. She has the warheads, which hopefully we get some next week. But she has warheads.
Hey.
Yeah, we.
I'm gonna have to bring stronger.
Yeah, and anyway, she has the extreme little strips, güey, like, güey, las tiritas de los, ¿cómo se llama, güey? Like
the nerd ropes.
No, like the ropes, pero las que traen las cositas adentro, y luego las otras, güey, que usabas como Coke. Like, como straw, güey, no como Coke, como straw, güey.
I don't know what you're using your straws for, sir.
No, like los straws como para tomar Coke, güey. Like, era como red, blue, green. Okay. Like, eso, güey, está bien rico, guys. Just go to her Facebook, or put your order. She does ship out.
Yeah.
She makes everything daily, güey. Like, so nada es de que, pues lo tenía hace 2 días, o hace 5 días, o es lo que me quedó. Like, no. Everything she makes daily. The reason why she makes it daily is because whatever she makes, she runs out of. For fucking facts. So,
I see why.
So, yes, guys. Go ahead and follow Los Rosales HT on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. And also, you can call them at 956-360-9805. Again, this is Los Rosales HT. And follow them on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, guys. Again, I cannot recommend this enough. It is fucking good, guys. Going back now. So we get to the part where they actually find Nightcrawler. He's at a church.
Oh yes, that's correct.
Yeah, he's at a church, like, and he's speaking. I don't know the language.
German.
He's speaking German.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because of Wagner, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He does say he was known as the great Nightcrawler in Berlin.
See, yeah, that's right, we. Yeah, that's right. Fucking facts. See,
yeah, I do pay attention to the things that I do want to. Another.
So de ahí, like, he's like, está en un momento muy oscuro, güey, porque he knows what he did, but it wasn't him the one doing it, you know? It's like somebody else had control over him, which we got to see earlier when it happened with Magneto.
With Magneto.
So like Storm, como todo le dicen, hey, we're not gonna hurt you. Pero he probably heard the same shit from Magneto y mira donde acabó, güey.
Yeah.
So he's hesitant to actually listen to them. So here we actually see a bit of Storm's powers and Jean Grey's power, which I think is fucking funny. How the lightning came from the window.
Whoa, where the hell else was it gonna come from?
No way, pero adentro. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Are you just getting understanding now what
No,
Storm's powers
puñetas.
is?
No, pero haz de cuenta, no es como que sí. So, think about it. Si es la primera vez que estás viendo esta película, güey, sin tener antecedentes de X-Men, sin tener antecedentes de la movie anterior, de nada, güey. ¿Cómo vas a ponerte a pensar, güey, que el Lightning se está formando afuera y va a pegar adentro? Because it wasn't forming inside of the church, güey.
Yeah.
Todavía si estuviera formándose dentro de la iglesia, pues dices, ok.
But remember, that's what Storm's power is. You know, like,
Do we know that from watching this movie?
her name is Storm.
Do we know that from watching
Magneto.
this movie? No, sí, güey. Sí, pero do we know that? Es lo que te digo, güey. Like as a first time watcher, güey, de que no, por eso te dije, vamos a ver lo que está pasando en la película. Personally, güey, sí entiendo. Like, personally, para mí, güey, tuvieran pinche mamalón, güey, que estuviera lloviendo dentro de la pinche iglesia, güey. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, porque yo espero eso, güey.
I think it would have been interesting if they would have incorporated something so rare like ball lightning, you know. But I don't know if it would have been played too much like of a Hadouken or you know, Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Kamehameha. Ese es el
pendejo. No, pero, like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, que hubiera sido más como que...
Yeah. Static lightning.
Sí, güey. No, pero sí, güey, like, ¿sí me entiendes? Como, en vez de que cayera, like, porque, pues, volvemos a lo mismo. Si sabes en las cartoons, güey, pues lo hace con las manos.
Yeah.
Like, lo puede hacer con las manos, güey. También caen del cielo. Y
Me pelas toda la verga, te lo digo en todos los idiomas que tú quieras.
Pero no, I don't remember seeing her do this.
Maldito, el maldito está de vuelta en contra de todo el hijo puta que me cierraron las puertas.
Yeah, no, pero sí lo hace, güey. Like, cuando está... Sí lo hace en las cartoons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I could have sworn that she's always, like, siempre se levanta así como si
Oh,
fuera-
sí se levanta, güey.
Like,
No,
she was
no,
always,
pero sí.
you know,
Que en todo este
to
tiempo
cross or something.
nunca te hemos pagado, güey.
Pero...
¿Y por qué chingados no me dijiste, güey?
Porque, pues, no quería molestarlos.
Eso sí, están en la church, güey. Y... Está bueno, lo bajan, güey. Y le dicen, hey, are you gonna cooperate? Que le dicen que sí. De ahí le empiezan a hacer preguntas, güey. Like, hey, pues... no. Solo le dicen que sí, güey. And that's it. De ahí we see Mystique for the first time in the movie. We hadn't seen Mystique at all. Mystique es la que se cambia de azul a... Hey. So we see her transform to Lady Death, then to Mystique, and then to the janitor. Pero in between all of that, you actually have a fucking shit load of Easter eggs, way. Like a bunch of fucking Easter eggs. Yo no estoy viendo el pinche chat, güey.
There is a lot of indoor weather in this movie.
There's what?
Mark said there's a lot of indoor weather in this movie.
A lot of indoor weather. Hold up, guys. Hold up.
Hold on, who's Lady Death, Grims?
Lady Death.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Deathstrike. Lady Deathstrike. Well, she's the one with the 5 claws on each arm.
Oh, female Wolverine. That's the way I know her.
Yeah, Lady Deathstrike.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does come out, and we'll talk about that soon because
So we actually see her.
that's actually one of my favorite parts of this movie.
Yeah, it's the one that's cracking her fingers while they're in the. Sí, cuando están en la Oval Office con Straker.
Yeah.
So if we actually pay attention to the files that are in the fucking computer, and if you actually pause it at the correct time, you see the Maximovs, which are the children of Magneto, Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch. She comes out in Endgame. La que tiene los poderes.
That's Magneto's daughter.
Yeah. And Quicksilver too.
Well, I knew that one from the other movie, but I did not know
They're
that
twins,
Scarlet Witch, huh?
They're twins.
Okay, see, now I'm glad I'm doing this with you. I'm learning so much.
Okay. So you see the Maximovs, you see Danny Moonstar, you see Gambit, you see Omega Red, you see Wade Wilson. What?
Okay, so now you're gonna make me go back and pause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's you see Remy
the
LeBeau.
names?
Yeah, you see the names.
Yeah,
there?
Remy LeBeau, I know that's Gambit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
'cause
see
he's
Danny
Cajun.
Moonstar or Danielle Moonstar.
I don't know who that is.
It's another character. Like they're popular
Oh, yeah.
characters. Like I only got basically the big characters from there. You see Omega Red. You know who Omega Red is? He comes out in Deadpool. En la jail, que está hablando con Deadpool.
He's a little kid?
No, he's a big guy. Güero, like pale con pelo güero. He looks weird, güey. Tiene la cara rara. I'll show him to you. But he comes out. You like, and you see a bunch of other characters that actually like, tell you like, hey, they exist in this universe.
Yeah.
You see Alpha Flight, which is a Canadian, like a Canadian X-Men. Ese güey de blanco que está ahí arriba, sale ahí.
That's Canadian what?
No. Alpha Flight is a team like the X-Men wing, pero based off of Canada.
Ah, Alpha Flight.
Yeah. So you see the Alpha Flight project. You see Sunfire.
You're making me really understand that I don't know squat of X-Men. And I thought I was like, oh yeah, I know X-Men. I got Wolverine.
So
Cyclops,
you actually see Sunfire that already exists in this. You see Tom Cassidy, who's the cousin of Banshee. So that means that Banshee fucking exists in this movie by the time this movie comes out. And the most important part that we see from here, other than Wade Wilson, who is Deadpool,
Yeah, of course.
is that there's a file with Cerebro.
Cerebro in there, yeah. That's the only thing I paid attention to. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. Sorry, guys. I had a lot of Coke today.
Well, they never did it, güey, pero it's supposed to be Magic Mike. ¿Cómo se llama, güey? El de 21 Jump Street.
I know who you're talking about. I just don't remember. I'm not good with names.
Yeah, we look it up, güey.
Sí, cierto.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be Gambit. He's signed from Fox, güey, but I think they're gonna scrap him
Why?
because yeah, wait, this came out like 10 years ago, 8 years ago.
No, it's not Jonah Hill. It's Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum was supposed to be the Gambit. But this was when Fox had the rights.
Before Disney bought him out.
What?
Before Disney bought him out.
Yeah, thankfully. But I do think Gambit will appear in the Disney movie. Like in the new X-Men movie for Disney, like Gambit's gonna have to fucking be there. I think Jubilee will be there. I think Gambit's gonna be there. This is just a whole bunch of other characters. Guys, do not even get me started because I'm already fucking excited. They haven't even announced that movie. Like that's the movie that I'm fucking waiting for them to announce. I'm also very excited about the 18 episodes of Daredevil Reborn. But anyways, long story short, pero sí, güey. Like, if you actually go through the names, you see, like, oh my fucking goodness, like, what the fuck? Like, ¿dónde están estos characters? Like, yeah, maybe like they had with this that you saw from that computer way, there was a lot of it that you could have gone through and actually created and still kept Brian Singer at the helm, and he could have been your Kevin Feige way. The only bad thing about Brian Singer was that he didn't want anybody reading comics, which is fucking whack because your source material is comics.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I dislike about that. Again, he's not a bad director. Just, bro, how the fuck are you not gonna have comic books at a comic book movie? So
Missed opportunity.
oh yeah, yes. So again, once we get, a ver, ¿dónde estamos, güey? Espérate, chama. What did we just finish doing? What did we just finish? Es que se me fue el ruego, estaba bien
Ya sé,
emocionado
ya,
de
no.
las películas, güey.
Um,
Oh, so le empiezan a preguntar a Kurt, a este, ¿cómo se llama?
oh, but they still haven't gotten Kurt down.
Yeah, so then they start asking him like, "Hey, what is this?" Like, and he's like, "Oh, they're mystical."
No, not yet. Not yet. They didn't ask him that yet. They didn't ask him that, or Storm didn't ask him that until
Oh no,
they're
they
in the,
no
in the pilot.
no le preguntaron que por qué lo hizo.
Yeah, why he
Or
did
whatever,
it.
whatnot. And then he like,
He's like, I was seeing everything I was doing, but I couldn't control myself.
yeah,
And that's why he starts praying, and he's praying in German.
yeah. So and we find out that he's very religious. Like he has a very strong firm belief for his religion.
Yeah, he sure does.
Then from there we see a bit of the Weapon X project.
Yes, that is correct.
Like de donde salió Wolverine y eso. And then we see that. Oh, then we're gonna jump to the fucking scene where Wolverine can't sleep. So he goes down y se topa con el niño que no se duerme.
Oh
güey.
yeah,
So like le está cambiando a la televisión con los ojos.
con los ojos. That would be fucking awesome.
No, way, because you can't sleep.
Well, I mean, if you can't, I mean,
Really, way, you would be sane if you don't sleep.
well, no, you'd be sleep deprived. But I mean, if that's your superpower, I don't think it's gonna affect you psychologically like that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have side effects, but I don't think it'll be too much like that. I just think you got more time to learn things or study new things or enjoy.
Yeah,
partake
no, pues sí,
different
güey.
things.
Bueno, y si hay gente que funciona mejor de noche que de día. Yeah. So, from there, we actually see Wolverine looking for a fucking beer. And then Bobby's like, it's a school, bro. Like, no mames. Like, when would we have beer? They're like, well, you have anything else than chocolate milk? And they're like, saca una pinche badass licking Dr. Pepper. I gotta say that. And then you see a little bit of.
It wasn't the Dr. Pepper.
It wasn't Dr. Pepper.
Why was it orange then?
It was an orange way.
It
What
was
the
orange.
fucking movie were you watching, Lorenzo?
It was an orange
It was
freaking
not
movie.
orange way.
I mean, it was an orange freaking drink.
No, it was not. It's Dr. Pepper.
You're gonna make me look up this freaking thing.
Look it up, way. It's a clear bottle, way, and like it doesn't even have a label, way. Just Dr. Pepper's in white.
You're gonna make me look at this.
Look it up, way. Yeah, I do think so, Mark. I do think they're gonna go with the 92. The only thing that could fuck it up is the cartoon. And I hope Wolverine is not the main character of the first movie. Way. I think Wolverine will be. Hopefully, he is a post-credit scene.
Fucker, why did I see orange?
I told you it's Dr. Pepper.
It is a Dr. Pepper.
I know. So then you see Bobby using like a whistle type of thing. Y le sopla, güey, y todas se pone fría la verga. One thing that I do gotta say is the special effects here fucking suck. Because as soon as you change the camera and Wolverine gets it, ya no lo tiene.
Mother?
Like as soon as Wolverine gets it, en la cámara hace change rate para que la ponga next to him, ya no tiene los crystals. Like, ya la paro, ya está otra vez regular.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's true.
I can see the cans. Pero sí es una Dr. Pepper. Like,
Digo,
Can.
Kanye. It's a Mr. Pibb.
so from there, you actually go back to, or you actually go to Charles and Cyclops going to go see Magneto.
Mm.
And then Magneto's like, hey, you remember Stryker? Pues sí, güey, ¿te acuerdas que no, que le fracasaste con el hijo de él, güey? Que no valía madre su hijo. Pues sí, pues ¿qué crees, güey? Te van a ir a chingar la pinche escuela.
Oh, yeah.
So basically what had happened was, Charles Xavier, like, took Stryker's son, like, under his wing. Like, no, not trying to fix him, way, but because he's like, there's nothing to fix.
Yeah.
Pero to actually help him try and control his powers or whatnot.
Wow.
Pero
I felt something weird.
he was very mischievous, güey. We later found out lo que hacía, güey, pues sí caga palo.
Yeah.
Pero Charles Xavier wasn't able to help him out. No, I would say facts on that, Grims. Facts on that.
Yeah, maybe not the cream soda, but I do like the original sugar one. I know they had come out with one of those.
Cherry Dr. Pepper's the best.
I'm not a very big fan of cherry anything.
Cherry Dr. Pepper, cherry Coke, strawberry Dr. Pepper's even better. You can find them at your local Jack in the Box. No son mis sponsors, güey. But that's the only place where I find them. Sabe a joya, güey, con Dr. Pepper. Sabe a joya de fresa con Dr. Pepper. O si la Dr. Pepper fuera joya de fresa.
No,
So we actually see the explanation of why William Stryker wants to hunt down the mutants. We find out that yeah.
Keep going.
So we actually get to understand why William Stryker. We don't know. I don't agree with it, but you get to see why he's so much into the getting the mutants out or going against mutants, right? Or trying to form a war against mutants. So from here, Charles le pregunta a Eric, like, ¿qué hiciste, güey? Like, ¿por qué me estás diciendo esto, amigo mío? Like, ¿qué hiciste? Y luego Eric's like, I'm sorry. There's not much I could do. Cyclops empieza a pelear avientan gas, güey, para...
Yeah, he says, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, he says, I'm sorry, avientan gas. Then sale Lady Deathstrike, Cyclops empieza a pelear con los guards or whatever. Sale Lady Deathstrike, lo golpea, whatever. They capture both of them, right? Hasta ahí es lo que sabemos. They capture both of them. From there, we see the raid at the X Mansion by Stryker's force. Yes.
If Charles is so OP, why couldn't he just stop everything there and then? I mean, I get the gas might have kept going,
because it's his best friend. We would not know this.
Yeah.
Because from
previous.
Oh, actually, you would. Because he's like, hello, Charles, old friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Like, and then sabes que le está dando toda la información, güey. Like, yeah, like, more into concept. Igual, I'm trying to keep it just to whatever the movie is. But, like, if you saw the first part, pues, más o menos sabías, güey. Like, jugaban chess juntos, whatever, whatnot. If Charles can move. Because he can, when he doesn't have that.
Mom Grims. He gained more powers to his mind because he lost his legs.
So va a estar como el güey que me mandaste de TikTok Grims, que estaba bailando en la silla de ruedas. So then we get to see the force. We get to see Striker's force
This is a society of villains.
come in, and un güey agarrándose las piernas, güey, así, está perreando. Está bien chingado, güey, está bien funny, güey.
Like Crazy Legs from Don't Be a Menace.
Pues para allá vamos, güey, ahorita acabamos. So de ahí, güey, llegamos a la parte donde entra la Strike Force, which this is another badass scene, güey. El niño le pregunta, like, hey, like, what are you doing, or whatever, whatnot. Le disparan, like, con tranquilizers.
Yeah.
Después de ahí, güey, Wolverine starts hearing footsteps. That's one of the things that we get to see. Like, actually, Wolverine, like, using his senses, güey. Which we don't get to see in a lot of fucking X-Men movies except for this one. Like, este güey, like, los oyó, güey. Like, oyó pasos diferentes. ¿Sí me entiendes? You're like, oh, este güey, like, he has that power.
Mm-hmm.
Which to me was badass. El güey se va or something. Llega el güey llega uno de los de Strikers a la kitchen donde está Bobby, güey. Y este güey lo agarra por atrás, güey. Y like, he's like, wrong house, bub.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that part was fucking badass, güey. That scene, güey, also. Like, I know it's rated PG-13, pero la brutalidad que usa Wolverine, güey, like, you're like, this is full on Wolverine. Like, that's another thing that actually this movie gets right with. Like, even though they soften him up, but this is another scene where they actually get Wolverine right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something to applaud.
Yeah.
Even though it is PG-13 and there's not blood or anything like that. Pero, no, like,
yeah, I remember Wolverine being a lot more ruthless than what they're trying to depict him as.
Yeah. Pero ahí en eso, like, cuando se avienta de arriba, güey, que ya está Rogue, John y Bobby juntos, like, que están a punto de salir, y like, están los cuatro güeyes con las pistolas apuntándoles, que güey se avienta de arriba, güey, like, güey, no mames, güey, that is Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, maybe he doesn't look like Wolverine from the cartoons or from the comics, but that was Wolverine. That is Wolverine. That is the Wolverine that you read. That is the Wolverine that you saw in cartoons. Like ese cachito de Wolverine, güey.
Yeah.
Era lo que querías de Wolverine.
Yeah. The jumping Daredevil, approaching trouble, and
Sí, güey.
danger
Like,
head on.
Yeah, todo para enfrente, güey. Like,
Yeah.
Me vale verga, like, las consecuencias, todo es para enfrente.
Facts.
Yeah, because even the dead troops, like, you saw them and it wasn't like, oh, este güey los dejó caer bien.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like estaban unos con las pinches patas cruzadas and shit, like, contra la pared, like, todo estaba bien, güey. O cuando el vato pisa y le encanta la clava, güey, like, like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, está todo mamalón, güey.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing that I really like. You actually got to see Bobby, que es gay, no en la vida real, pero en X-Men, pero aquí en la movie no. Just fucking movie. Pero,
¿Cómo le gusta confundir a la gente?
So, before, antes de eso, güey, like, you actually also get to see Colossus, güey, turn into Colossus.
That's when Wolverine tells him, or he tells Wolverine,
I could help you.
And he's like, no, help them.
But he doesn't even sound Russian, though.
Colossus was supposed to be Russian?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Colossus?
Didn't you watch Deadpool?
Well, yeah, but
What?
well, Deadpool. Well, yes, Colossus and Deadpool sounds a lot more Russian than it was here. But yeah, horrible accent. Pero yeah.
The Wolverine is sexy as fuck. Twisted. So you actually get to see Colossus turn into Colossus, which also is a waste of fucking.
Yes, a missed opportunity.
Like, gacho, güey.
God, I mean, just that little freaking scene alone where he walks in, it's just pew, 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 pew. He's just like, what?
Yeah.
Throws him to the freaking wall.
Right. He could have had a bit more scenes there, way. Like, at least clearing that little hallway. You know, not just the dorm.
Yeah.
Or that room, basically. So that bueno. So you actually see Colossus. Oh, you see the girl, Kitty Pryde. She grows. Who Kitty Pryde es la que se va por las walls, güey.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Who that Kitty Pryde is not the one that plays it in X-Men 3, but anyways, I'm not gonna go into that. Let's see what it's just. Hey, I saw it and I'm like, hey, this is not
The same one.
yeah. Pero sí, es la que se va por la wall, güey.
That's what I'm saying. They're taking way too long because by the time these cast members, by the time they try to come out with these new movies, these cast members are going to be a little bit too old for to play those parts. I mean, granted, you're probably going to be able to use a lot of CGI and use a lot of
But
stuff.
I doubt they're gonna use one. They're not gonna use these characters. Like not these actors.
No,
Fuck no way.
you
Hugh
don't think
Jackman's not gonna come back from Wolverine unless he plays Wolverine in Deadpool 3. That's the only way.
Did he say that publicly already or what?
No, but it's a given fact that Ryan Reynolds and him get along pretty good or very, very good. And the only thing that he'll do is he'll come back.
Pero quedó el último y a este le sobra huevo.
The only thing that he'll do is he'll come back and play Deadpool 3 with. I think that's the only possibility you're gonna have of ever getting Wolverine back. Like Charles Stewart,
Yeah.
el pelón, he said that he's fine on coming back. Pero cuando no mames, se te va a morir on set.
Sí, bueno.
No mames.
Este pinche vato, güey, no les veo. Anna Paquin plays Rogue, yeah, in one of the new movies.
Well, she played it again in Days of Future Past.
And you know what? That is actually funny because that is one of the things that I noticed this last time that I watched it. There was a lot of freaking eagle-eye view of Anna Paquin's tits in this movie. One where Bobby doesn't want to give the, or not Bobby, Johnny doesn't want to give the light to the guy at the museum, and the other guy's brother, not the one that's trying to spark the cigarette, he's like catching a down view of Rogue's tits, and then another part when they go visit Bobby's parents, and she's on the floor. It's like the camera just.
Because that's what you're looking for, Lorenzo.
No way, it's just.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
I did not see that.
I'm sorry, I am a guy. I mean, it could be just my eyes. But
You're looking for that, Lorenzo.
I'm not usually one to be peeping, sir.
No, I'm just kidding, man. No, sí, güey, pero pues.
Mm.
I honestly, I don't think it was meant like that. I just think it was part of the way that they shot it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have Halle Berry, we could have done that with Halle Berry.
Yeah, I know, but like that's the thing too. Like, they could have given her a different wardrobe. You know, if they knew that they were going to take those type of shots, they could have just given her a different wardrobe.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, think about it.
I mean, for the first scene, it's understandable. First scene, understandable because you see the guy like looking down and he's like,
No, pero la second one, cuando llegan a la house de
Bobby. Mm-hmm.
¿Qué le vas a dar, güey? Si la ropa es de la mamá. No es la ropa de ella. Se cambia la ropa de la mamá, güey. De Bobby.
Why?
Like,
Why?
Bobby le da ropa and he's like, hey, I found my mom's old clothes before she had me. Y se lo da, güey. Y es cuando se cambia.
Why did she have to change though? I don't remember.
Porque traía la nalga, güey. Acuérdate que se escaparon en la noche.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Okay. Makes a lot more sense now.
Like, ¿qué le van a dar, güey? Escoge, güey. Abre el closet, ponte lo que quieras.
Oh, I'm not lying. I agree with you. I do believe Ana Paquin is very attractive. Pero I don't know. It's just I just thought it was a little too much.
So,
for being a PG-13.
before we get to Bobby's house,
Yeah.
okay? So we actually see Stryker be like, Wolverine, don't shoot. Wolverine, que no sé qué, no sé cuánto.
I'm the only one that can tell you your truth. Or
Yeah, like, what, y
your
Wolverine
path.
se queda así como que like, man, this is what I've been waiting for, you know? Like, this is what I want.
Mhm.
So then you see Bobby like congelando todo, güey.
Make a
Wolverine
ice wall.
ataca la agua, o no, ve que Stryker agarra la agua como diciendo así como que, oh, like, I miss you, whatever. Este pendejo también, y el otro güey está
Todo
checando a ver
putón,
qué es, güey.
todo putón.
Sí, güey. Like, no mames, no mames, güey.
Daddy.
Haz de cuenta,
No
güey,
mames.
like, como, never mind, pero sí, güey. Like, y luego este güey le pone una bomba, se explota todo, güey, like, they can't find them.
You know what? That is very true, Grims. Because Rogue was supposed to be a really young character.
So you see, I think they got Rogue and Jubilee messed up. Because Rogue does not have that accent. Well, anyways. I think who they meant for Rogue to be was for her to be more like Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
And they just stuck with Rogue. But for Rogue, she's not that old. Because Rogue wasn't that young either.
Yes.
What?
Mark says Stryker is Wolverine's daddy.
Yeah.
Technically.
Pero sí, güey, like, a mí no se me hace que she played, like, she was old for the role.
Yeah.
I just think that they didn't know where to go with her. Like, they didn't know, like, she did a good role. I just think that role was lost, way between the age and not knowing, like, if she was a teenage sweetheart or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was the issue. Because if she would have been a rogue, like, from the, like, not Jubilee type, but like from the cartoon way, like, she would have been perfect. Because Rogue from the cartoon no está tan vieja y no está tan jovencita, güey, pero ya está más, ya está bien. Y Jubilee would have been playing, like, Jubilee en sí es de la edad de Rogue in la first movie. So I think that's where they got fucked up. I think this Rogue was actually supposed to be Jubilee, but they made Rogue be more like Jubilee.
Gotcha.
So like the last time that they saw each other was 15 years from this time. So that means that Wolverine's only been Wolverine for 15 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, Wolverine with the adamantium in it.
Yeah. So we also find out that even though Wolverine was there, that's not his main priority. Porque like explotó esa chingadera, le valió madre. He went down to go get Cerebro, and he was able to get Cerebro. He was able to. Well, he told his people like, get what we need.
Yeah.
Basically, right? Here's another freaky ass thing. Apparently, there's a fucking serum in this universe where Hank McCoy on the TV is not Beast. Hank McCoy is Beast.
Yes, I know Hank McCoy is Beast, but
he's not blue.
Where?
On the TV, we. Okay, so there's a scene where the guard that protects Magneto is at a bar drinking a beer. And he's like, can you shut that shit off or turn that shit off or whatever? El que está en la pinche
TV
is Hank McCoy.
Really?
Dr. Hank McCoy.
I didn't notice that. Yeah, that completely went over my head.
Yeah, like they even made it a priority to show you full screen that it was Hank McCoy.
Well, didn't they end up bringing that serum when like of course it was a different movie, but
The third one.
where it takes away their mutant powers.
Yeah, pero
And then Beast is one of them that takes it.
no,
No? Huh?
No.
I don't remember.
Beast doesn't take it.
But yeah, I think that was another one of my favorite, at least in the animated series. Another X-Men character that I did enjoy. Okay, I don't want to get off topic, but out of all the X-Men, which one did you want to be growing up?
My favorite X-Men?
Yeah, your favorite one.
Oh wait.
I know. Okay, your top two.
No,
Because I know it's
no.
kind of hard to just go down to one.
But he wasn't really into like
If you guys got some characters, put it down in the comments.
my favorite character from the X-Men.
Mhm.
My top two, number one would be Nightcrawler.
Mhm.
Like a mí me gusta.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like que yo quisiera ser, güey.
Mhm.
No que me no like not my favorite, pero que yo quisiera ser,
Yeah.
güey.
Mhm.
Uno sería Sunspot y otro sería Nightcrawler. Que yo quisiera hacer, güey.
I don't know who Sunspot is. Who's that?
Sunspot is un brasileño, güey. And basically it's like lava.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like magma.
Okay, that's cool. No, I think for me, I always, as a kid, I always watching the animated series, of course, was Gambit and Beast. Those were my top two. Of course, before I knew who Deadpool and who before I knew all these other characters. But like in the animated series, those were always my two favorite, Beast and Gambit.
Oh, if we're talking about the animated series, Bishop, way.
Bishop?
Yeah.
Bishop was a pretty good one too.
Yeah. Pero my favorite one has to be number one, has to be Storm. My favorite character. And then number two would have to be Wolverine, then Nightcrawler, then Deadpool.
That's great.
You guys, let's do this. 2 characters that you would like to be from all of the X-Men and your top 2 X-Men. Because no es lo mismo.
Yeah, I know. It's completely different.
Yeah, pero sí, güey. Yeah. Just thinking about it.
I know that one, Peter.
Oh, that's Sunspot right there, güey.
Oh, the one on the far
On the left.
right. Oh, on the left.
Yeah, like on the bottom one, on the bottom shelf.
Yeah,
on
the
left.
white one.
Yeah, the one on the right is Cannonball.
That's why I thought it was because it looked like lava. But yeah, I see the other one.
Yeah, it's Sunspot.
Okay. Cool. I'm telling you guys, he does gotta. You think this? No, he's got more. Yes, Peter, that one's a good one.
There you go.
Why should you always knock on the refrigerator door before opening it? In case there's a salad dressing.
No, you're fucking jokes, dude.
I'm surprised.
Colossus and Cyclops. Yeah, I really agree with Cyclops' point of view in a lot of things now that I'm an adult.
I'm sorry, what?
I do agree with a lot of Cyclops' point of views.
Oh yeah, of course.
Growing up, like now that I'm an Twisted Phoenix, Wolverine, Magneto, and Jean Grey were my faves. And powers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Colossus and Juggernaut. Fuck yeah, we.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when they do go at it in Deadpool.
Oh, did you know that Ryan Reynolds actually did the voice of Juggernaut?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I did not know that. Is that why he says you're my favorite X-Man or you're my fan or I'm your biggest fan or something like that?
No, he likes them.
So that's cool. I didn't know that. That's a cool fun fact.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going back. I'm sorry.
No, we're good. I'm still waiting for him to put.
Oh, okay.
We also find out, way after esta Mystique le pone el iron o le inyecta iron al guard, then we find out Stryker's recent resent against mutants because it cost his wife to kill herself due to his son forcing scenes or scenarios in their imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells Charles like, "Hey, like
it got so bad where she got a drill.
You couldn't get him,
so this is
So ella se mató, güey, por la culpa de su hijo. So por eso este güey no quiere ni a su hijo, güey. No lo quiere tanto que lo deformó, cabrón. Like lo hizo una máquina.
Yeah.
Like,
that's great.
Would you do that to your kid, güey? Or your wife?
No, brother. Look, I don't have kids. Haven't been married. Never been married. But well, yeah, I know, fucker. But just so they understand my point of view. But no, I believe that. Don't get me wrong. Before I have kids, the woman that I do marry, you know, of course, I'd give my life for her. But as soon as I have kids, I have a feeling. I have a very strong feeling that my emotions won't change for her. Her being my wife, but I will have to say that I know my feelings are going to be stronger for my kids Um, one, simply because they are literally a part of me. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I just feel like that would be it. Um, but no, I don't think I'd harm my kid or change my kid in order to please my wife. I'd rather divorce her and make sure my kids
Well,
are
he's
safe.
not pleasing his wife.
Well, yeah, because now she's dead. But no, like still, I wouldn't take uh my kid's wrongdoing and blaming it on on my kid, even though it would be the main cause. But no, I don't think I do it.
Would I be okay with the mutant kid? Yes, but because I carry the X gene, I'll be fucking pissed off because it fucking.
Because it skipped me.
Yeah.
I would be pissed off too, bro. I would be pissed off too. Be like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take some of your shit out and put it in me.
Yeah. No, but that would be the only thing now. But yeah, wait, like I would be okay. And honestly, like I wouldn't be able to tell you like, oh, I hope he's a good guy. I hope he's a bad guy, because everything depends on what his day to day is.
Mm-hmm.
Like what he sees as good and what.
Don't
he sees
get
as
me
bad.
started with morality again. Don't get me
No,
started
no,
with
no.
morality again. You
No,
saw
no,
me.
no. ¿Qué onda,
You
Jack?
told me
¿Cómo
about
andamos? So, let's do this.
What it do, Jack?
Guys, today's giveaway. Before we keep on going, guys.
Yes.
Today's giveaway. It is gonna be the red cup.
Oh shit! It's a good thing. I accidentally said it was that one.
No.
Okay, guys. If you guys saw my snap or my Facebook one, I'm sorry I said the wrong cup, but it's this one today, the Demon Slayer one. Still freaking awesome cup. Very well made. Beautiful.
So we're actually gonna give this one away. I'll click on
Oh.
And the creator is actually Mitos Creations. Mitos Creations. She makes all of our cups, guys. She made these cups. She made these cups back here. This one's legit. She made those two over there. Guys, you tell her what you want. She'll respond to you. She'll let you know, like, hey, like this is what I'm doing. What do you think about this? Like, you want me to do this? She'll send you other samples of other cups that she's made. And she will let you go step by step with it. She'll create whatever you want, however you want it. She'll take you step by step. If you don't like it, she'll restart again. Again, she is awesome to work with. She is very, very easy to work with. She listens to what you want. If you tell her, hey, you know what, like go all out, like you do you. I just want this on there. Like she'll, before she tells you, like, hey, I'm already gonna send it to you, or I already have it ready. She'll send you a picture. Like, what do you think? Not gonna lie to you guys. Most of the time, the cup does not look the same. Like whenever she sends you a video to whatever you receive. So I've asked her several times. I'm like, hey, can I see it first? And then she sees me and and I'm like, hey, you know what? This is done. Like, it's good. Like, because it looks a lot better, like in person, guys. Trust me, I have zero complaints on the ones you're sipping. On these, can you do a close up way?
On which one?
On these.
God damn it, I'm old. Very much, but we do have our logo. I don't know if you guys can see that logo of what we watch, and of course, our logo of Society of Villains. And of course, to drink. I won't tilt it over too much because I've still got a little bit of beer going. But yes, very well made. And this is the one we will be doing giveaway today. Player one. Very awesome. Very, very
So, don't forget to follow Mitos, guys, at Mitos Creations on Facebook. Go ahead and call her up. Let her know you're going on behalf of Quick, and she'll go ahead and hook you up, guys. Like I said, she'll take you step by step through it, and she'll let you see all the steps that she's going through or where she's at before she keeps on going forward, guys. She's awesome to work with, trust me. Sí, güey, sí están, güey. And again, this is Mitos Creations on Facebook. Her phone number is 956-457-2293. Go ahead and go follow her, guys. Let her know that Quick sent you. So, we actually go to Bobby's house. So, at Bobby's house, we actually see that. Bueno, aquí es donde primero se besan, güey. Porque hasta ahorita no hemos visto que se ha besado. Y aquí es donde primero se besa Bobby y Roe. Donde actually se cambia, güey. Le da los old guantes de ella, de la mom.
Like dishwashing gloves or something like that. I think.
And then he's like, hey, like, le da un beso, güey, y no le pasa nada. So se emociona, güey. Y se emociona, güey, y se empiezan a besar más cachondos, ¿verdad? Y ahí sí se lo empieza a cargar la chingada, güey. So, like, he pushes her back and he's like, hey, it's okay. Like, you know, like, él entiende, güey, like, I also want this.
Yeah, of course.
So, like he said, okay, like, whatever, you know, it is what it is. From there, we see Wolverine. Oh, no, not yet. But from there, we impose, we cut scene, and then we go back to Storm and Jean Grey. And they're on the jet, and Curtis praying.
Yeah.
And we also get a bit of his origin. Like, estaba en un circus, way that they call it the Great,
the Great Nightcrawler.
The Great Nightcrawler. And his angelic symbols that he gets one mate for every scene that he's committed. That's a shitload of sins he's committed.
Yeah, but they're all angelic symbols, no?
Yeah, angelic symbols.
Yeah, angelic symbols is what they
The
want.
thing is, él se los hace solo, güey.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
No que tenga algo malo, güey. Pero
Because I do something similar.
no, pero like, no es que tenga algo malo, güey, pero ¿por qué te estás like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, en vez de que alguien te lo haga, güey, like, tú solo te lo haces, como se me hace, like, no mames, déjame ver. Like, porque tienes que entender, güey.
Yeah, you're cutting yourself. It's
Bueno,
self-harm.
other than you're cutting yourself, güey, te está saliendo bien, cabrón. Like, tienes que tener muy buena mano, porque no están hechos los pendejos.
No son como este.
Yeah. Like, este güey lo tiene, like, las líneas bien hechas, güey.
Yeah.
So, no es como que si practicó, güey, en hacérselo. ¿Sí me entiendes? Like, you get me?
Yeah.
Like, si está así como que, para que te la hagas tú solo, güey, está cabrón. Like, no tienes ninguna línea chueca.
Well, I mean, you use a very sharp utensil and you go slow.
It doesn't matter, Lorenzo. Like, no es lo mismo pintar así, güey, o cortar, que hacer esto.
No, pues sí, güey, pero pues
Like,
te lo pintas primero.
No mames.
Te lo pintas como si fuera un pinche tatuaje, güey.
¿Qué color se lo va a pintar?
You do
¿Qué color
like
se lo
that.
va a pintar?
Este pinche batito, güey, porque le encantar estar mamando.
Güey, no. Pero, he's a superhero.
Yeah, there you go.
Facts,
He's a
but-
superhero. Yeah.
No, pero sí, güey, sí me entiendes, like,
Yeah.
nada más me puse a pensar, güey, like, este güey se está lastimando solo, güey.
What if he poofs and vanishes his?
Ay, sí, cómo no.
You never
Bueno,
know.
so we get a little bit of his origin story, like, and then we also get to see that he's a very pure, güey.
Yeah, he's very pure at heart.
Yeah,
Like he's a very good soul.
güey, that just fucking, like,
Yeah.
getting that little bit of taste of who Nightcrawler was, güey, I'm like, así es. So, like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, lo entiendo, cabrón. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Somos muy pocos como nosotros, cabrón.
Yeah.
Y eso me gustó chingo.
Yeah.
Like, a lo mejor, he's too naive, güey, for his own good.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Like, and I just fucking adored that fucking scene donde, like, Halle Berry le dice, like, oh, sometimes when you get mad, it helps you survive, I don't know what.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no, wait, like, that's not
Yeah.
right. Like,
He's
it's
still
not like that.
he still sees it. He still sees the silver lining
Yeah, like,
rather than taking the hard way out.
yeah.
And same thing when he approaches and he talks to Mystique and he tells him like, why do like if you have the power to look like something else,
blend
like
with
yeah,
everybody
to
else.
blend with everybody else. And I thought that was very powerful too. What Mystique says, we don't have to, or we shouldn't have to.
Pero, ¿por qué lo está viendo así de que, güey, tú no tienes que pasar por esto que estoy pasando yo, güey? Like, you see, I didn't think about it like, oh, you should hide who you are.
Yeah.
I thought it more of him being like, hey, like, you shouldn't be going through what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, you should, like, if you can do it, because you don't need to be going through what I'm going through. You don't need to go through all the bad shit that I've gone through. Like, como protegiendo a alguien, güey, y ni la conocía, güey.
Someone's got to make a meme with that. Nightcrawler and Mystique dancing to Eiffel 65 on Blue.
There probably is, right?
I would laugh my ass off with that.
Yeah, this is my favorite Mystique. Hands down.
Yeah.
Like, la otra chava, like, is not even close. Wait, who? Oh, my bad. No way. I did it.
Okay.
Like Halle Berry as Storm.
Oh.
I thought we were talking about.
Mystique.
Yeah. To me, I just didn't like Halle Berry as Storm. I liked her in Swordfish. I haven't seen Monsters Ball. Pero, no way, I didn't like Storm. I didn't like the way Storm was portrayed in this movie. Or in this series. It was just not. But again,
It was very blah.
it was a whatever character. Like, no le creía, güey. Like, a todos los demás le creía y ella no, güey. Maybe it's because I love that character so much that
But
I
you were
can't see
expecting a
past
lot
that.
more. You were expecting a
Yeah,
lot more
'cause,
from her.
But it was just like I didn't care for her character, güey. And that's because I love now the new. Well, we're going a little bit off topic here, pero the new Storm, the one from Apocalypse, like from that series on, like I really enjoyed her. Except Catwoman and Storm.
Yeah, I agree. I don't
Catwoman
think
was-
she's very good at like superhero movies. I see her more of as like a more of like a drama and maybe even comedic
Yeah,
actor. I don't see her as like an action movie.
yeah. Mystique is the best Mystique way from the whole movies, and I don't think anybody's gonna be able to replace the way that she was portrayed here. Like, this was a fucking badass Mystique.
Facts.
So
Excuse me.
we all then after we get that angelic, or after we get that scene between Storm and Nightcrawler, we go back to the house way of Bobby, y es cuando están hablando, like los parents con él, like, can you stop what, being a mutant?
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. Or have you tried stopping, or have you tried not being, or whatever? No mames. And then this is another one of my favorite scenes. We get to see Pyro go all out.
Oh yes.
Like, for being a young age and not having full control of his power.
Yeah.
Like, we see him go all out.
Yeah,
And,
because
like,
you see like that. Because I don't think Pyro at this moment knows that Wolverine is indestructible. I don't think he knows that yet. So as soon as he sees the Wolverine get shot in the head, you can see it in his facial expression. He did a very good part in acting there. Because you can see his facial expressions turn from like, oh,
like, we're the good guys.
yeah, like, yo, we didn't fuck up, but okay, you want to see bad? You know about all those mutants, those terrifying mutants they talk about on the TV. Well, I'm the worst one. Like he just starts throwing fireballs like crazy, and it's not little fireballs. I'm talking about like fucking flamethrower, World War One, World War Two,
Like
flamethrower type.
I saw like he was desperately to not get hurt.
Yeah.
Like I think it was more like, hey, like, why are you guys doing this to us? Like, and he can't do anything about it except defend himself like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they weren't gonna listen to him, like no matter what they said.
Yeah.
Like,
And the only one that would have been able to regenerate from a bullet wound to the head would have been Wolverine. Everybody else, they would have shot Rogue. She would have been fucked. She would have had to take somebody else's powers, but she would have been fucked. Bobby and Johnny, they would have both been messed up as well. So.
like it was just like I just think that part was like awesomely for him.
Yeah.
For him as a character. Because we already got Bobby saving Wolverine using his ice wall.
Mm-hmm.
And now we got to see Pyro be Pyro. Or the origin of Pyro. Right? Because he came.
Yeah, because he was still good at this point.
Yeah.
Like he was still on the good
we
side.
see him seeing things differently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like this was the point where he was like, man, like things don't seem to be like how they tell us that they are, you know? Like, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like that other scene when he's at the I'm tired of this little kid's table. Well, they told us to stay in here.
Yeah.
Well, do you always do what you're told to do? You know, I like that scene too. But yeah, you start seeing the real Pyro. Like you start seeing his good side and turn to the dark side.
Yeah. And it's a pretty good switch though.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's a pretty good intro into the character.
Mm-hmm.
Like for this movie. From there we jump back to actual Charles Xavier and Jason. Jason is the son of Stryker.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually start seeing where Jason's starting to play with the mind of Charles.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Jason, and then he like wakes up and then he snaps back into it. Like he can't stop him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Jason pretends to be a little girl to get to Charles to use Cerebro to find the mutants. He's like, where are they? Or let's go look for them or whatnot. Here's something that I don't get. Or not that I don't get, but here's something that just like, I was like, why the little girl?
To appease to Charles Xavier's I guess parental motions, hence why he owns a big ass school for mutants and always trying to take care of them.
Yeah, but
you know, I see him playing that emotional part of Charles Xavier, and I mean, I'm just surprised he didn't have he couldn't see Jason in the little girl because he still had the chimera eyes.
No, but he had the shit in his head. That's why he couldn't do anything. That's why he couldn't like snap out. Like he couldn't
snap out.
Yeah, like he couldn't. Well, other than snap out of, he couldn't get into anybody else's brain because he had the shit in his head that was preventing them to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he couldn't use his powers either.
Yeah, that's right. He did have that little crown that Stryker had put on him.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So the only thing is just like, why the little girl?
No. Wasn't it? Didn't Stryker end up putting that acid in his neck?
Yeah, pero también tenía lo de la hair, güey, para que no se metiera en la cabeza de nadie.
No, Stryker had put on the. He had made.
Chécale, güey. Estás mal otra vez.
Bueno.
So, a Charles le pusieron algo en la cabeza, güey, para poder que no se metiera a la cabeza de nadie. De nadie, punto.
Yeah.
Okay. Y aparte usaron el serum. O no, le dijo, like, the serum won't work on you. Se lo puso a la otra muchacha. A Lady Deathstrike.
Oh, yeah.
Se lo puso a ella. Because he's like, hey, this is not going to work on you, but you know what will? My son will. My son is going to control, que no sé qué, because you have this, like, whatever, whatnot. So, lo que pasa es de que Charles Xavier no se podía meter a la mente de nadie. ¿Tienes sueño, mijo?
Le digo a este muchacho que está despierto desde las 5 de la mañana. Todo el puto día en el DMV tratando de sacar mi licencia that apparently I didn't know was expired since 2011.
Suspended.
Or suspended, yeah. Este, and and then aparte, he sees I'm here to do this, and todavía tengo que ir a trabajar ahorita a las 2 de la mañana. So my ass isn't gonna hit the bed till about 8, 9, maybe 10 a.m. tomorrow. So
Sucks to suck, man.
it's all right. You gotta make money, baby. And I always have PTO or VTO available if I want.
So from here, you you start getting to understand that Stryker actually created his son,
Yeah.
like this version of his son, this modified son, to actually take over the brain of Xavier, to actually go to Cerebro, and to actually kill all the mutants.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what you're hinting at. Like everything that he's working towards is him ending all the mutants.
Yeah.
Period. Se acabó, güey. Porque no quiere que le pase lo mismo que a él. No quiere que todos paguen, güey, por lo que le pasó a su esposa.
Yeah.
Jason pretends. Oh yeah. So to find the mutants. From here, we see Jean Grey and Storm getting to Bobby's house. Estos güeyes se van. In midair, llegan otros jets, güey, por al lado. Le dicen, hey, güey, you have to be flying below 20,000 feet or lower your height to
descend
to 20,000 feet.
Your flight.
You have 10 seconds, que no sé qué. They fall back, empiezan. Storm empieza a hacer tornadoes coming down, güey, which look pretty legit.
Yeah.
Which look pretty legit. Y they start flying through it, right?
Yeah.
Lo que pasa es que el último jet que queda bien, güey, se hace lock-on.
Yeah,
La avienta los missiles, después se lo chinga el tornado. He ejects, or she ejects.
Or she ejects. I think they were both female.
Yeah, or she ejects. And then los missiles están, güey. Uno, Jean Grey sí lo alcanza a detonar. El otro no, güey. So pega atrás, güey. Aquí es otra coincidencia, güey, que tú dices, no te pases de ver. Like, no puede ser. O una, este güey sabía lo que estaba pasando. O dos, este güey hizo que llegaran ahí. So from there, pega el jet, güey. These guys are falling down. And guess what happens?
Well, esta muchacha Rogue flies out the
Well,
hole.
She flies out. And Nightcrawler la pesca. Se regresa para el ship. De ahí, güey, they're descending. ¿Qué pasa?
I don't know.
Magneto, güey, los para, güey. Like, in the middle of nowhere.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm sorry, I had to use the effect.
So, Magneto los para, güey. Like, de la nada. Like, out of nowhere in the fucking forest.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he gonna know that they're there? Why? No, deja tú, how is he gonna know that they're there, güey? What the fuck is he doing there?
He had just broken out of prison.
In the forest, güey?
No, but they end up being close to the IKEA lake. I know it's not IKEA.
Yeah, I get you. Pero ¿qué está haciendo? ¿Qué está haciendo en el mismo lugar, güey, donde va a llegar donde chocó el plane, güey?
It just so happened, like, it's a movie, quick. It's a movie, cabrón. Chingada madre. This guy.
Are we still with Professor should have frozen him?
Huh?
What was the last thing that they put on there?
Should have frozen. It's better. X is better than this. Where's Beast and all this? Yes, I agree, Grims. Missed opportunity there. Beast would have fucking wrecked this shit. That's one of the things that I did enjoy or wanted to be like McCoy was the fact that this motherfucker was a certified genius. No shit, right, Mark? Buckle up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they did tell him.
They also told him a little bit late.
Yeah, I mean, but you're already flying. You're already in the air. You've been being chased by freaking fighter jets, like yeah, at the first sign of fighter jets coming by, I would have started strapping my shit on and maybe a parachute as well.
I did like how they patched back the airplane wing or
Yeah.
the jet,
Mhm.
and they didn't fix it throughout the movie. They just patched it
Yeah,
back and that was it. Yeah, like no, es como que si like le pusieron la part otra vez. That's another thing about the continuity about this movie that I actually did enjoy from the director's point of view.
Yeah.
So están en la forestry. Honestly, this is one little part that I think everything could have been explained, or it didn't need that much time to be here with.
Yeah.
I think you could have cut like 5 minutes out of this shit and just gone straight to like, hey, like I fucked up, I did this, and this. Like, I need your help because now my old friend, I think if they would have put it this way, hey, my old friend needs help because I fucked up and you guys like are his students and I need you now. Like, because me duele que saber que por mi culpa este güey está ahí. Instead of like, okay, so how did they find out? Like, así como que pretending que no sé qué. Like, you know, like I think that would have been a lot better for Magneto's point of view because they would have. We already know that him and Charles are friends. ¿Sí me entiendes?
Yeah.
Ya no estoy viendo los comments, ya no me salen.
Yeah. Oh, ya no te sale?
No, for some odd reason no me está saliendo.
Yeah,
But
no, I had to refresh mine. I had to close out that whole app and.
ya lo hice twice or 3 times.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. We're getting too many viewers, bro. Too many viewers.
No, pero sí, güey, like I would have, we could have done without the whole Jean Grey and well, actually, yeah, we could have done without the Jean Grey part and the Wolverine part. Like, don't make me do this, y lo besa.
Yeah.
Or like, y se va. We could have done without the whole Mystique and Wolverine and the tent. Like, que no sabe lo que quiere, que primero es Jean Grey, y luego es ella, y luego es Rogue. Like, we could have done without that.
Yeah, but
Like those little things, like they were necessary. Like they were driving the story forward.
true. It was just like fillers.
Yeah, maybe la part donde le dice like I love him and like or I choose him or I pick him or whatever whatnot. Like girls don't take the bad guy home or whatever whatnot.
Yeah, girls like the bad guys, but they date the good guys.
Yeah,
Or
or
something.
they
along
marry
those
the good
lines.
guys.
Yeah,
or
they marry
whatever.
the good guys. Yeah.
Like maybe that part, güey, te la paso, pero más en corto, güey.
Yeah.
Pero sí, güey.
They had to make it appealing to
Yeah,
females.
I really did like the way that they were working with Nightcrawler's mind. Jean Grey, like, le dice que, like, because remember, they're trying to figure out where Cerebro's at.
Oh yeah.
And so Jean Grey actually le dice, okay, like, it's gonna hurt a bit, que no sé qué. Y, like, ya checan donde está lo de.
Yeah, because he's been there before, but just under the
Yeah.
serum's control or whatever.
So, por eso no sé. Por eso mismo él no se acuerda. Por el serum.
Mhm.
So, from there, ¿qué sigue, güey? Permítame.
They
From there we
start,
see. Oh, from here, this is a great fucking Easter egg, güey. That a lot of people don't know.
Okay, there you go.
I said not to stay away from, like I said to stay away from comics, but you actually get the sign, the little Mystique and Nightcrawler thing.
Mhm.
That is just gold, way.
Mhm.
That is just gold, way. I enjoyed it. It was just fun for me. Like, even though no pasó mucho, güey, like, estaba chido. ¿Sí me entiendes? Like,
Mhm.
se me hizo muy bonito, güey. Like, something simple, güey, like, nothing, like, permítame, güey.
But in what way are you saying that it's an Easter egg, though? Like, did it have something to play with comics or what? Because I'm oblivious as far as like the comics was.
Pues es la mamá de él, güey.
What? Fuck out of here, for real?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah. Like,
Well, no fucking shit. You see, this is the reason.
Yeah, so like it's his mom way.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So like it was just like seeing like mom and son on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, not hearing the movie, pero a mí se me hizo like, hey, I get it. Like, you know, like the mom thinks a certain way, the son thinks a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, porque él es más joven que ella piensa, like, supposedly. Porque I know, güey, en la movie no, están de la misma edad.
Yeah, they look around the same age. But I mean, that's what makes me think that Mystique might have a little black in her, because black don't crack. I'm fucking around.
But like yeah, güey, like it's just
Yeah.
like it was a bad little Easter egg, güey.
I'm see. I mean, see, this is why it completely went over my head, because I didn't know that they were
Mother and daughter.
Yeah.
I mean mother and son.
mother and son. Yeah.
Yeah. So from here, güey, de aquí de que están ellos y no sé qué, que no sé cuánto, or that we get that we get them to, we actually jump into the plane where they're gonna go to the lake. What happened?
Well, no, now you got me thinking. So this is Mystique. What's Mystique's real name?
Raven.
Raven. So where the hell did she get Kurt the Wagner?
His dad was a Zazel.
Who's that? Another rude German?
I don't know if he's German, güey. But Zazel es como Nightcrawler, güey, nomás que en rojo. También tiene colita. He comes out in X-Men First Class.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Ponle a Zazel, güey. Ponle a Zazel X-Men. O a Zazel Marvel.
I'll do it later, but okay. Yeah.
I didn't know that either. Al Chile. Yeah, so it's supposed to be.
Thank you for saying Chile, because I was like, what the fuck is
Hey,
this?
sí, güey. Sorry.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not. I mean, I know most of us are around the same age, but I'm not very good with acronyms. Not as hip.
So, this next scene, we actually set up Magneto and Pyro, and he tells them something badass. He's like, don't let anybody treat you like an insect. Basically, that's what he told them. Porque le dice que he doesn't know how to control, he can only control fire, but he can't start it. And then he's like, hey, don't let anybody else treat you like an insect if you're a king or if you're royalty or something like that. Algo así está en la line, güey. Ya, güey, deja salir toda. No tengo todo tu día, güey.
Pues no todo el día, pero tienes toda la noche.
And here you see him like, hey, well, this person's actually like, yeah, something correct, you know, like, we're into something here, like, he's making me feel secure about myself. Where in other places they're like, not like I'm not secure of my powers because they said that I'm not ready. This person thinks that I'm already ready. Yeah. Whatever.
Can. So, Chino's drinking Carbach, Hopadilla, IPA. And just because I gotta go to work today, I'm drinking water. Bud Light. Pero quiero verlo que tome antes de que entre a trabajar este culero.
No voy.
No hace porque es culo.
No voy. Yo no voy. Madre verga, me van a correr como quiero.
Ya ves, y luego me regaño porque digo que quiero poner PTO or VTO. I mean, at least I'll get paid for at least one of them.
O sea, lo que quiera, es que me da igual, güey. Pero, hey, antes de entrar, so before we actually go to the main part, guys, let's set up the main part and then you give your shout out too.
Yeah.
So from here, we get we're on the jet, and then they're trying to come up with a plan to go in, but they're like, hey, the fuck are we gonna go in? Because if we go in, they're gonna flood it, and that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Like, and then Wolverine's like, hey, well, they might want one of us to be alive, and he'll probably want me. And then Magneto's like, hey, like, yeah, like he wants you, but are you gonna be able to control the things from the inside? Like, diciéndole, eres un pendejo. Like, tú no puedes hacer muchas cosas, güey. Why don't we send Mystique that they can be like you? So la mandan, güey. Bueno, so they decide that Mystique is gonna be the one. Oh, they don't let us know, but that's the last thing that we hear. And before we keep on going, guys, Lorenzo has a shout out to give out.
Yes, I sure do.
Remo, güey. Remo.
Sí, un poquito.
Okay, guys. So, just to let you guys know, don't forget, guys, everybody who commented or comment, está el giveaway para hoy. It's gonna be the cup. We're also gonna give out this little bag. We're gonna send you that, and we'll probably send you
we gotta
some.
get the close up of that for you DVZ fans. Prince Vegeta. Very awesome looking backpack.
We'll send you that, and we'll end the cup. So we'll go ahead and do that, guys. Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, and I also I do want to go ahead and mention our last, but certainly not least, sponsor, OG Barber 956. Like I've said before, he does all your barber needs: regular haircuts, tapers, fades, edge ups. He does blades. He shaves. And actually, I did go and get my haircut. What was it, 2 days ago or something like that? I had asked. I told Chino if he wanted to go, but he was busy. And I actually found out he actually does. What did he call it? He called it hair enhancement treatment. So if you're like me, if you're an older gentleman and you are starting to have a little bit too much testosterone in your body and you start losing your hair, he does have this hair enhancement where it actually it'll make your scalp darker, especially if you have shorter hair. It really blends in really well. You can barely tell the difference. And remember, we are also going to be doing a raffle next week for that free haircut and free shave. And for our viewers that aren't in this general vicinity, we will be giving out the $20 gift card. And just a little close up here. Let me get up. Oh. Go ahead and show it off. You can see or not.
Yo te digo, güey. Pues ya no se ve mucho, güey. Ya no
sí,
matan la
ya
pelona, pero.
No la pelona, pero. Yeah, un poquito más la pelona, pero. Like I said, guys, he does everything. Hot shave towels. Hot towel shave. He does facials. He does that black charcoal mask. I went in, like I said, 2 days ago. Got the full treatment. He even gave fucking massage with one of those massage guns. No, well, I don't know. I don't know what he uses that massage gun for, but yeah, no, he went all out, brother. And thank you very much, OG Barber 956. And you guys can go ahead and contact him. His phone number is, give me one quick sec, 956. Oh, excuse me, 878-5289. Once again, shout out to OG Barber 956. Thank you very much for your great work. And now back to it, guys.
Dice acá que se te vieron las orejas nomás, güey.
Oh, valió madre. Te digo, no, con amigos así, ¿para qué chingados quiero enemigos?
Gacho. So, once we get okay, so the next scene, güey, right after they decide that, güey, estás sudando, güey. ¿Qué hiciste, güey? Le nomás te paraste a enseñar el pelo, güey.
Te vato, te digo que estoy viejito, no me hace caso. No. Ya me cansé.
So the next scene right after, we don't know who's going in. We see Wolverine and he's like, Stryker, you want me? No sé, güey. It's up to you.
Rema, por favor. Give me one quick sec, guys. I gotta go and get another.
Y las vacas, güey, porque están en el freezer.
Ah, bueno. Did you care for more?
Nah, güey, I'm good. Culo. A ti te estás tomando agua, güey. ¿De qué chingados me dices culo, güey? So the next thing that we get, or that we go into, is actually we see Wolverine walking down like the, I don't know what it's called, pero es por donde pasa toda el agua, güey. No es la tubería, pero es por donde pasa toda el agua. Y the dam. And then you see him and he's like, hey, Stryker, Stryker, I'm here, or where are you? Or Stryker, open the door or something like that. So they open the door for him, and then they actually start like putting him like on arrest, or esposándolo, güey. Le ponen like around the waist and then throw to his chest and his hands here. And then William Stryker actually goes to see him, and he's like, if I know something is my creation, and that's not him. So then that's when we find out that it's not actually Wolverine. Oh, and he's like, shoot him. And then that's when we find out that it's not Wolverine, that it's actually Raven.
And for those of you guys that don't know who Raven is, just like I didn't know previous to tonight, that is Mystique.
Yeah. How do I think that he knew it?
That is a good question, because
But he created him, we.
well, yes. Well,
Like, you see, he was too calm.
yeah.
Like, because Wolverine is not that calm.
You would have known, like, he would have known that Wolverine would have been like, Daddy,
Yeah,
tell
like,
me my past.
something with, because
you know, like,
the first time that he met him, like, Wolverine was not like, ah, okay, I'm here. Y luego, chécale, güey. Wolverine was smiling. Chécale que no te congelada.
ya sé, es el pedo. Qué rico. Pero así muertos me gustan mejor.
Sí, como Jenny.
Este vato.
En la casket te gustan ya, güey.
Este güey, pues de que fuera Jeffrey Dahmer, el vato. Este vato me trae next.
Sorry, güey.
Oye, Chino, ya cámate, por favor.
Yeah, well, you see, like, dice que Mystique's characteristics y su mirada. Sí, güey, like, it was, like, you can see her grin.
Hydrate.
Like,
Salud. Hay que
¡Mi hermano! ¡Me la estás pelando! ¡Te van a hacer falta manos!
O sea, ¿me estás diciendo que en todo este tiempo nunca te hemos pagado, güey? ¿Y por qué chingados no me dijiste, güey?
Porque, pues, no quería molestarlos, señor.
¿Qué es eso?
los clips, güey.
Ah, los clips, con razón. Ah, es que tú traes el que tengo.
Ay, no, ay, Dios, ay, ay.
No pasa nada, estuvo muy chingón, güey. Lo hiciste muy bien, lo hiciste muy cabrón, no pasa nada.
¡Horrible! Ah, ya se quitó.
Sí.
So,
Horrible.
so, de ahí, güey, yeah, so, con su green, güey, whatever, but this is another scene, a badass scene that we get.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she fights him off, way, then she slides and then throws the finger out. And then she's like, hey, like, we got an intruder, she could be anybody, que no sé qué. Y es ella, güey. Like, primero tumba al güey de atrás y luego con la pistola de un pinche esa persona el güey de enfrente. And then she's like, oh, I'm in. Que no sé qué, que no sé cuánto. Something that almost nobody catches, güey. The first time she looks at the screen of the mutants, and she turns back around. And then she's like, what the fuck did I just see? She turns around and she's like, huh. Like, you know, like, I wouldn't, like,
Como le valió
porque,
madre.
no, la primera vez sí como que le volteó a verlos, así como que, y luego volteó a verlos otra vez, güey, like, wait, am I seeing this right? Que eran niños, güey. And she's like, nah, fuck that. Like, see me entiendes? Like something clicked there.
So yeah, like that's one thing I do like about Mystique. Mystique's real soldier type. Like, go get the job done and no emotions. You know, like, and I think I've seen this in multiple of the movies. You know, like she's real like, yo, fuck it, I gotta get the job done, in, out, clean, done. You know, and that is one thing I do enjoy about her.
So once we get that one, we then jump into Charles todavía güey, caminando para Cerebro. So ya vamos caminando, ya como,
Charles va caminando.
sí, güey, o sea, van dando para Cerebro. So aquí llevamos 30 minutes, güey. ¿Qué tan grande está el pinche lugar donde están, güey? Que llevan 30 minutos de película, güey. Think about it this way. Mystique had to fucking walk all the way from where she was at, go in, get these guys in. These guys had to go in. Well, these, like, decirles que ya están ahí adentro, güey. Y Professor X no ha podido llegar de donde estaba, güey, a donde está. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I was like, who's tits? But yeah.
Pero si me entiendes, like,
I was like, I didn't know you guys can see him from there.
si me ven. Pero si me entiendes, like, ya va chingo de time, güey, de lo que está pasando.
Yeah.
Para eso. Like, y este güey todavía no llega, güey. Whatever. And this is happening this is happening while Magneto and the X-Men are all in there, que Wolverine se les pela.
Yeah.
Okay, so ya estás hablando que... Yeah, quita el headset, which is another smart thing that this movie did, güey. Because if you watch Avengers, if you watch all the other movies, güey, the teams, todos se hablan, güey, pero nadie tiene cómo comunicarse a la verga. Y estos sí, güey. Estos actually tenían un earpiece, güey, para comunicarse entre ellos. Which is fucking smart.
Yep.
Like, attention to those little details, güey. Then, once we get Charles in Cerebro, Stryker says the order to his son, and and that's when we see the scene in Charles' head. Donde le dice, let's look for all the mutants. Like, let's find the mutants.
Yeah.
Like, let's search for all the mutants. Like, have we found them all? Like, que la niña está chinga, güey. Then we get a glimpse of Cyclops, who is being controlled by the serum. This is the rest of the 5 minutes, güey, que le faltaban. So we were like at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, güey. Aquí están los últimos 2 minutos 45 segundos de la vida de Cyclops. Which again, the only good thing about this scene, güey, is that you actually see Cyclops cuando está volando para atrás, güey. Que tiene.
Yeah, it's got the little.
Yeah. Like, and half of it is through the top of the ¿cómo se llama?
His suit or whatever.
Yeah, the suit. So that was a pretty smart idea by the camera direction. Something that I did not like about this movie, güey. The whole final part of the movie happens because of a fucking blast.
Because of a blast?
Yeah. So
no, remember what set it off was so yes, the blast was a part of it, but it was mainly Jean.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Está peleando con este güey. Like, the Phoenix takes over her.
Yeah.
Like, you can see her Phoenix eyes.
Yeah, that's the other nice little introduction to.
So
to
the Phoenix, you actually see the Phoenix eyes, like, go on her. Y like manda el
Cyclops.
El burst, right? y manda a Cyclops para atrás, güey, que no sé qué, esta también. Y eso hace que toda la final part de la movie, güey, sea ese otro problema, güey.
Yeah.
Y la fight, güey, no duró nada. So basically, all she needs to do is blast people with
And
her
they'll snap
fake
out of it.
airwaves, and
And
they'll
they'll
snap
snap
out of it. Like, I thought that was, like, stupid. Like, me diste 5 minutos de ella, güey, calentándole los huevos a Wolverine, güey. No me puedes dar 5 minutos más de la pelea, la verga. Like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
no entiendo, güey.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Se mamó. So, from there, so we get the fight of Jean y que no sé qué, y ya le dice, like, hey, like, I'm here, like, it's me, it's, ¿cómo se llama? Soy Cyclops, like, ya soy yo.
Oh, yeah, like,
ya
I'm
la
sorry.
raza, que no sé qué.
I saw what I was doing, but I couldn't snap out of it. I
Que
didn't
lo
have
mismo que
control.
dijo Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Then we see Nightcrawler, like, saving the children. And then, we actually see, we actually go to the scene where Stryker tells everybody, like, hey, if anybody who comes this way, shoot him, right?
Even if he looks like me.
Yeah, even if they look like me. De ahí este güey se va y es donde empieza a encontrar que hay gotas cayendo, güey, por el blast de estas puñetas. Yeah. So he's like, no. Like, se empieza a enojar, güey, porque sabe que no se va a completar a tiempo.
Yeah.
Pero tampoco no entendía que estos pendejos traían granadas con pins, güey, que no eran de plástico. Y luego llega Magneto, le quita las pins a los puñetas desde lejos y valió chaira.
Yeah.
Y like, todos explotaron, güey. From here on out, güey, ya no me importó la movie. Like, ya, it was
over for you.
Yeah, like, yeah, güey, like.
It's like, I already saw the premise, I already saw.
Yeah, like everything
like,
else
what else can you do?
Yeah, so, este güey quiere, like, ya sabías la story de Magneto, güey. Porque te la dijo Xavier at the beginning.
And see, I'll contradict you there, because you're still missing the fight with Wolverine and
Maybe that's straight.
yeah.
But ¿qué me iba a aportar, güey? ¿Qué te aportó la fight? Like, a la movie le aportó badass scenes.
Yeah.
Pero a la story, ¿qué le aportó, güey?
That Stryker had more developed children like Wolverine. And that's where he tells Wolverine.
We knew that from the drawings. We knew that from everything that was on the wall.
Well, yes,
So,
but
pero,
they could have just been like.
Let me put you my point of view, and then you can discuss over that. It did not advance any story, way. Like, no avanzó ninguna historia, güey.
Yeah.
Todo hubiera estado igual, güey, con o sin esa pelea. Nada hubiera cambiado, Lorenzo. Quita la pelea, güey, nada hubiera cambiado.
Totally off topic, but didn't Lady Deathstrike come out in Logan's Origins, but as a little girl?
No.
No. I could have sworn it was that little girl that that he's saving in Logan's Origins. Okay, never mind.
So, with or without the fight, güey, todo hubiera acabado igual, güey.
Yeah.
Like, esa fight, aparte de nada más verse bien, güey, o tener una pelea de Wolverine con ella, like, no hubiera pasado no hubiera pasado nada más ni nada menos, güey.
If they wouldn't have been there in that specific time with that molten adamantium, I don't think Wolverine would have been able to take her out. I think she was a little bit more tactical and less forgiving than Wolverine was. Because she was basically just the female version of Wolverine. And like Khan was saying, Stryker had said that she was a perfect one. And see, Mark says she is in Logan.
No. X-23 is Laura. Laura es la daughter de Logan.
Oye,
No la tengo.
Los pinches vecinos, ¿no invitaron, culeros? No sé, pero escucha el punchis.
Ah, no. No, that's Laura. Laura es X-23, pero ella nomás tiene 2 arriba y 1 en los patos, güey. She has 2 here and 1 in her leg. Like in her toes, le sale un hook. So, hazte cuenta she's sliding, pon el de este, güey, para detenerse.
God damn, she'd be perfect for our ice mountain climbing.
Sí, güey. Pero esta fight, güey, no aporta nada, güey. Y no, güey. Porque she would have realized that she's doing something wrong. Because she's the only reason why she's following orders is because of the serum.
Yeah, it's because of the serum.
So Wolverine hubiera sobrevivido. Actually, Wolverine didn't even need to kill her if he knew that she had the serum.
True.
All she needed was a blast from G. Bro, pero es lo que te digo, güey. Like, esa fight no aportó nada, güey.
Yeah.
A la historia no aportó nada.
Yeah. Only
It's a badass
Wolverine's
fight.
Bitch.
Like, it's a badass fight. It's a badass sequence.
Yeah.
Pero no aportó nada a la historia, güey. Like, no demostró nada, güey, que no sabíamos ya.
Yeah.
Que Wolverine iba a ganar. Like, neta, güey. So, para mí, güey, that was it, güey. Like, ya no había nada, güey. ¿Qué es lo que queda, güey, de ahí? So, llega... Oh, this is where we find out, güey. Because the next scene is Nightcrawler, Jean, Cyclops, Storm, and they're trying to get to Magneto, or to Cerebro, inside where Cerebro's at. Pero no se pueden meter.
Yeah.
So, this is where we actually find out that Nightcrawler needs to see where he's going. Because if not, he can't.
He had said this before. He had said this before.
In el ship. Because if not, he could end up in the wall.
Yeah.
So, this is going back to the beginning, güey, donde yo te dije, like, tenía que pasar para ver, para poder saber a dónde iba a atacar, güey.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, because he can't go anywhere unless he's been there or he sees where he's going.
Yeah.
So that, I thought, like, them bringing that back in the middle of the movie towards the end, like, was it? So, like, she tells him, like, I have faith. Güey, ¿qué tan difícil puede ser, güey? Nomás decirle, güey, on the other side of this. Like, aquí donde estoy, güey, just on the other side.
Mark, remember they were building that new Cerebro because of William Stryker's plot. He wanted to go ahead and use Cerebro to go ahead and kill all of the mutants in one single blow, and have it look like Professor X was the one behind it. That's the reason why he wanted to build his own Cerebro and use it in that. From what I understand. I mean, wasn't that the reason why Stryker was building the new Cerebro? So he can target all mutants and kill them.
No, because you could have done that on the old one. Pero...
Well, yeah, I know, but he needed the new one in order so he can frame Xavier for it.
No. So, the reason why he couldn't use the one in Xavier's home es porque le iban a decir, ¿qué estás haciendo aquí?
Yeah.
As soon as he went in there, like, the government was going to go in there. Okay? Yeah. So, the reason why he didn't do it in Charles Xavier is because he wouldn't have control of Charles Xavier in his home.
True.
Like, lo tenía que sacar de su casa, güey, para poder llevarlo a donde él estaba para tener todo controlado.
Yeah. But then again, well, yeah.
Because
I'm gonna go on a tangent here because my mind starts going everywhere.
No, because si te hubieran tratado de hacer el ¿cómo se llama? El Cerebro en la house de él, güey. El son de él no lo hubiera podido sacar, güey. Porque el son de él es de la part of the Weapon X program.
Yeah.
Like, ahí lo creo, güey. El hijo de él ahí vive.
Yeah.
So, si lo sacas, güey, y te ven que lo sacaste, pues, güey, ¿por qué estás haciendo esto con tu hijo? O porque tu hijo está aquí, güey.
Yeah.
Si según tú lo tenías en tu casa. O si según tú lo mataste. Like, you get me?
Yeah. I agree.
They took this.
Ay, güey, le quiero aventar más, pero está bien helada esta madre.
Oh, well, they did get the panels from where they had it. From
Yeah,
that.
yeah, because that is one thing that William Stryker had said. Going to Cerebro, the one at the school,
And get what you need.
and get what you need. Yeah, exactly. Sí, déjame le aviento un poquito de esa madre, güey, porque está bien el odio, güey. Está bien rica, pero me duelen los dientes.
So yeah, like
Cool. Está bueno, culo. Ahí voy. Ay, güey. Me duelen los dientes. Me voy a traer Sensodyne a la próxima también.
no mames, güey.
Güey, pero cabrón, ya estoy viejito, güey. No mames.
So
Este güey cree que todavía estoy en high school.
so yeah, güey. So de aquí, güey, like that about Cerebro too, güey. Like they just couldn't do it at Xavier's home.
Yeah.
Because they rated it. Period. Then I don't think it would have looked good on him taking out his son, being half a machine, like going to Xavier's home para hacer esto.
Yeah.
So por eso sacaron todo para lo de Striker. Plus, if you actually think about it, this guy was against mutants. So if mutants would ever be born again, he already had everything there to wipe them out.
Yeah, set up in place to wipe them out.
So like it didn't matter like if the next generation of mutants. This is going a little bit more deep into it, but from Logan.
Estás mamón.
¿Qué dijo?
Métela al microwave.
So from Logan to X-Men: The Last Stand was 20 years difference.
Yeah.
So there hadn't been or from the last X-Men thing, like from where Charles Xavier killed everybody, like it had been 20 years. So there hadn't been no new mutant in 20 years until they created them in Mexico City with the Wolverine gene. With the blood of Wolverine. Ya sé, güey. Like in Logan te explican todo eso. Have you seen Logan, Lorenzo? I'm taking that as a no.
I did, but I don't...
Güey, ¿dónde criaron a los niños, güey? ¿Por qué los niños todos hablan español, puñetas? Fue en la Ciudad de México. Like, the caregivers were Mexicans.
Güey, pues... They were bilingual, fucker.
Oh, they were, but they were all born in Mexico. Well, anyways, sorry. So, yeah, so it was 20 years from that time. So it would have been like 5 years from this movie. Actually, yeah, it would have been like 5 years from this movie.
This guy's funny. He thinks I'm gonna fall for that one.
I'll help you out.
You're funny guy. Oh, bueno, está bueno. Saludcito, hombre. Que no digan que no los quiero.
So yeah, like from here, just for Lafway, like not that it was a bad ending. So from here, the whole point of it was save Charles, save the humans. Porque Magneto le dijo a Jason, like, hey, ahora dile a este güey que mata a todos los humanos. So they se metieron. We saw a little bit of Storm using her cold powers. Like, that it's about to get chilly in here. Y pinche. That's another thing that I don't get, güey. This guy's from Germany, se está muriendo de frío.
Cabrón, espérate. You see? Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to sound too loud.
Like, honestly, man, I don't see it in a bad... I see Magneto's point of view, man. And honestly, like, it's not the right thing, but I'm not totally against it.
Yeah, he wants to see it like how Charles was explaining it at the beginning, but he wants to force it rather than let it play out naturally. Like, eventually it's survival of the fittest, but Magneto wants to rush it and be like, no, he wants to basically play Vegeta and be die, you fucking insect.
Yeah.
rather than no, let it play out.
And another thing that I hated about these X-Men movies was how the core of the group was never a team.
Yeah.
Like, like maybe in the first one a little bit more, but again in the first one they were isolated. Like Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Everybody was tied up, like so on and so forth. Like it was I never saw a team fight with the X-Men. In this movie también, Wolverine was isolated.
You know, that's true.
Like there was no team fight with.
But it's because they don't really team fight until those big ass
Sentinels.
the Sentinels.
No,
start
but
coming out.
hey, wait.
I mean,
You had X-Men. Okay, so
because then
so
you're
think
just
about it this way.
overpowering people.
No, but think about it this way. Wait. You had X-Men fighting X-Men in this movie. Wait, you could have given that to another character. You could have given Magneto another Chalanwi.
Yeah.
And have them fight out. You could have invested time on another character just so they can fight the X-Men. You didn't have to have Cyclops fighting Jean Grey.
Correct. Yeah, I agree there.
Like
I
you know,
agree there.
like
Yes, I agree with Mark. Yes, Iceman could have definitely froze them and froze the whole freaking dam, and saved Jean from.
no, his powers wouldn't have given him enough.
He built a goddamn
Wall,
a wall.
a wall,
He yes.
like
He could have done the same. He could have done the same with use Rogue to take the power from Logan to give to
okay.
este muchacho.
Sí, te entiendo, güey.
You know,
Like
it's just
yes,
it's just a
No,
missed
yeah.
opportunity.
yeah, no, but yes, but
it ties into the next
well,
one.
no. Other than that,
And the character of the
but
building. Of
nobody was thinking
the
about the
Phoenix.
dam, except you had two X-Men fighting each other. Like nobody was thinking about because remember, todo hubiera estado bien si Jean Grey no hubiera usado el blast, güey.
True.
Like that's right. And then these kids were barely learning their powers. Like they didn't have control of their powers. Yes, Wolverine is a rebel, but that's why Wolverine's fight is not so much damaging as you only had 3 X-Men with. One of them was fighting another X-Men, and then you had Storm with Nightcrawler. De ahí para allá no había X-Men, güey. Literally, this movie is about 4 X-Men characters. That's it. Because we don't know what happened to Colossus. We don't see him again.
Yeah, we don't see him again.
It's only
Nightcrawler.
no. Nightcrawler's not an X-Men. Like in this movie, he's not an X-Men. Yeah, in this movie, he's not an X-Men.
So Jean, Storm,
Cyclops?
Cyclops, and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and a little bit of Charles Xavier.
Yeah, but Charles Xavier en una battle que no le pidas bailar guapango.
No, pero es que puede detener a todos y puede
No,
detener
pero
a todos
sí,
menos a Magneto.
pero aquí en la movie, güey, like, ¿sí me entiendes?
Yeah.
Like, we have a team of 4 X-Men, güey.
He was experts.
Like, aquí en la movie, güey, like, we have a team of 4 X-Men.
Yeah, no.
And then you have 1 X-Men fighting another X-Men. So then that cancels out 1. Haz de cuenta que tienes 3 X-Men, güey, en el equipo. Like, it was just, they could have given other characters a lot more time. Like, Bobby, like Rogue, güey. You could have had them suit them up, güey.
See, maybe that's where the director played that scene with Jean or Mystique as Jean getting it on with Wolverine to show that emotion, to solidify that emotion, and then have the boyfriend and the girlfriend go head to head as they start a relationship.
But that
I
emotion.
know eventually they make up. But
No.
I'm just saying, like psychologically.
No, but that emotion, güey. Because before that, Jean Grey ya había escogido, güey, a Cyclops.
Yeah, huevo, puro pinche distinctive ese. Puro pinche distinctive dancer.
No, pero...
Aquí no somos de esos güeyes. Chale con esos güeyes.
Sí, vale verga. Ese grupo no vale verga, como quiera.
Oh, que la chingada.
Sí, ese, güey, no, el de la ex, güey. El dueño acabó en la cárcel y la verga. Mike, güey.
No, chingues.
Yeah. FYI. Breaking news. Anyways. Güey, tiren a León.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, so. ¿En qué está? Sí, güey, so they could have given Bobby, like, so lo de Cyclops y lo de Jean Grey, güey, no importaba, güey, porque ella ya había escogido a Cyclops. Antes de que pasara eso con Wolverine, like, ella le había dicho lo de que, güey, yo nomás quiero coger contigo, pero me voy a casar con el otro, güey.
Yeah.
Like, so ya no importaba, güey. Like, no importaba la scene de Mystique con Wolverine, güey. It was pointless.
Yeah.
Ahora, aquí, güey, tienes a 3 X-Men nada más trabajando, güey. Ponle, porque el fourth one está possessed, güey. ¿Para qué putas, güey, lo quieres possessed?
Yeah.
La movie se llama X-Men y lo menos que vimos fueron X-Men, güey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my hot take on it.
But X-Men is the name of the cartoon that involves all of these different mutant characters.
As a team, güey.
Well, not only as a team, because remember X-Men, I mean, granted, it's still part of the same Marvel universe, but it focuses on mainly most of the other mutants. Like you don't really see Hulk going into the whole X-Men thing.
No. Pero, so the X-Men is a team, güey. X-Men es un equipo, güey. So, no me puedes venir a decir a mí.
But you also have to understand that X-Men, the actual comic series and the actual cartoon animated version of it, holds a plethora of mutants, like the Magma dude that you had said, and
No, sí, güey. Pero, okay,
it's
so
just like you have
okay. So let me put it to you this way. So X-Men mutants hay un putazo, güey.
yeah.
X-Men no.
I know.
So
there's a select few.
So
A top few.
Sí hay chingos, güey, pero no, like hay más mutants que X-Men.
Yeah.
Okay. So X-Men, the whole thing about X-Men is un team, güey.
I agree, Grims. I agree. This motherfucker went to God mode. He was over there entertaining gods
saw
that.
all the red dots, Lorenzo.
Huh?
So he's like, we saw all the red dots. I don't know what red dots are.
What red dots, Mike?
So, sí, güey. So X-Men es un equipo, güey.
Yeah.
Like, y no vimos nada de equipo, güey. We saw a duo, Jean Grey y Storm. Then we saw Wolverine isolated.
Pinche.
Oh, chingo de mutants. Like, we saw the red dots. Yeah, I got you. So, como te digo, güey, like, no. Like, nunca vimos un equipo, güey. Like, la movie se llama X-Men United, güey. Nunca vimos X-Men United. The actual name of the movie is X-Men United.
Eso no me lo sabía.
Like, y no vimos un equipo, güey.
Yeah.
Like, vimos, como te digo, vimos un dúo de Jean Grey y de Storm yendo por Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Vimos a Charles Xavier solo en Cerebro. Vimos a Charles Xavier con Cyclops cuando les partieron la madre. Vimos a Wolverine en una tundra o en el lake. Vimos a Wolverine cuidando a niños. Vimos a Wolverine cuidando a niños en la casa de un niño. Vimos a Wolverine, a Jean y a Storm en el plane. ¿Okay? De ahí, solamente lo que pasó fue que esta Storm usó sus powers y Jean Grey detonó una bomba. De ahí vimos a The Brotherhood, que es Magneto, Mystique. Vimos a Jean Grey, Wolverine y Storm hablando entre ellos, güey. Después de ahí vimos a Jean Grey diciéndole a este güey que no se iba a casar con él. Vimos a... Ya, de ahí para allá nos fuimos al ship, donde estaban todos juntos y revueltos. De ahí volvimos a ver a Logan separarse del equipo. Él se va solo. Vimos a Storm sola con Nightcrawler, que no es X-Men en esta movie. Vimos a Jean Grey con...
He eventually becomes an
No, he's an X-Men, pero no en esta movie.
Yeah.
En las movies...
Yeah, because I remember seeing
Sí,
him.
con la Red X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I have them, but I don't have them.
Yeah, I don't think you have.
I used to have them. So, vimos a...
You had more?
Yeah, I had a shitload, güey. So, vimos a... ¿Quién lo vimos, güey? Ok, so vimos luego vimos a Jean Grey pelear con Cyclops. Vimos a Wolverine solo peleando con otra pendeja, con Lady Death. Yeah. De ahí para allá vimos a Storm y Nightcrawler rescatar a niños, güey. De ahí ya vimos a Storm, Cyclops y Jean Grey con Charles.
Yeah.
Y con los niños y con Nightcrawler. Y Wolverine todavía andaba solo pendejeando. Después de ahí, güey, ya se acabó la película y ya vimos a todos juntos, güey. Pero ya no estaba Pyro, porque Pyro ya se había ido con el Brotherhood.
Yeah.
So, volvemos a lo mismo. Había solamente 5 X-Men en esta movie porque a Colossus ya no lo volvimos a ver.
True.
Y los niños chiquitos todavía no son X-Men porque todavía no se ponen el uniforme.
Sí, porque como dice Grimm's, X-Men is the upper class of the academy.
Yeah. So, nada más vimos a 4 X-Men en toda la puta película, güey. Porque Professor X no es X-Men. Él es el patrón de ellos.
Es el papi.
So, nomás vimos a 4, güey, en toda la pinche película. Pudiendo usar cualquier otro pendejo, güey, para hacer X-Men. Decidieron no, güey.
That's what I'm saying. They should have added Beast.
Oh, Beast sale, pero no es part of the X-Men.
Well, yeah, pero a mí es que es not part of the X-Men porque ahorita te tira el pinche micrófono.
No, en la movie no es, güey.
Bueno.
We're just going based off of the movie. Por eso Nightcrawler tampoco no es X-Men.
El papi muñeño, sí.
Like, por eso Nightcrawler tampoco no es, güey.
Yeah.
So,
Chingado, le tomé foto, qué pedo.
no sé, güey.
No, es que mi video está todo stopped and I'm just like that.
A lo mejor le pusiste pausa.
Qué puñetas, güey, no mames.
Sí, a huevo. No se estudia por ser pendejo. Just X guys, no X-Men. I no joke, man. It was just whack. Like, it was pointless. Guys, remember, you have to leave a comment in order for you to be in the giveaway. If you don't leave a comment, there is no giveaway for you guys.
Dun, dun, boom.
The reason why I'm saying is because I see 10 people connected or watching us, and I don't see everybody commenting. Or that now I see 9. So.
Pinche Grimm's comment.
Gracias, Grims. Gracias.
Eres chingón, cabrón. Bueno, everybody that's
the end of the movie, way you basically have Jean Grey sacrifice herself for the greater good.
Yeah.
Leia le prende el pinche el barco. Digo decir el ship.
el barco, güey.
Sí, prende el
No es
ship,
Noah,
güey.
güey.
Se viene el agua, para el agua, güey. Levanta el ship, deja que se vayan, vea, se la chinga el agua. Now, we see by the end of this movie, whenever Charles Xavier is taking over the class, they're just like, everything's gonna be okay. Or que dice like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. And he's like, yeah, it will. Pero se voltea a ver a la cámara, güey. Hey, Grims, thank you for subscribing, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those 4 months.
Yes, sir.
TBH, she just had to be inside the fucking ship and turn it on and then make it fly away.
Yeah, she didn't have to stop the whole fucking water. She could have just lifted it. And they have Professor X in there too.
Yeah. Pero también no me importaba. Right there, güey, I could care less about Jean Grey. Right there, güey, para mí se hubieran muerto todos, güey.
Dijo, yo no soy humano, yo soy de otro planeta, pero un planeta no es nada en las manos de Vegeta.
Pero sí, güey, like, para mí, like, no es que no me importaran, güey, pero Storm no hizo. Para mí, Storm was the least. Bueno, no. Cyclops, güey, no me importó nada de Cyclops. Para nada, güey. Like, he was underused, güey.
Yeah. Does Professor X walk in the later comics?
Not on the. Oh, wait, ¿cómo se llama?
I know it's previous.
Not on the Uncanny X-Men, güey. En la Uncanny X-Men no camina. I don't remember if it was in the gold.
Este güey quiere que bailes porque hizo subscribe. Grims.
No. It's because then they divided it into gold and I can't remember the other one, way. I think it was gold and silver, way, but I could be wrong about the other. I know one of them was gold. That's when they had the mishap, the fucking the editor did something wrong about Nazis or whatnot, and he actually put it in one of the pictures, and they took out all the first editions out, and then they had to reprint. I don't even know where I left that fucking comic. I have it somewhere, but I don't know where the fuck it's at. But I know that was X-Men Gold. I think the other one was X-Men Red, güey. Y yo sé que en una sí camina, güey, pero no es el Charles Xavier que todos conocemos. So yeah, from the bottom up, we like I could care less about Cyclops because he wasn't used.
Yeah.
Storm was not the Storm that I wanted. She wasn't the Storm that I wanted in the first movie. She wasn't the Storm I wanted in the second movie, and I don't even want to talk about the third fucking movie. I could care less about Jean Grey. Like, I wasn't emotionally attached to her. To me, the surprise was Wolverine, way, because I didn't think Hugh Jackman was gonna be a good Wolverine. Like, I didn't when I first, not that I knew who he was, way, but whenever I first saw him in the first movie, like, ese no era mi Wolverine. And then by the time that this movie happened, I'm like, wait, like, this is Wolverine.
This is Wolverine.
Like,
yeah.
by the time that I saw him jump out of the fucking balcony towards the other guys, I'm like, this is my fucking Wolverine. Like,
A huevo quiere que yo tenga. Bailale. Shake that.
So, sí, güey, no. Like, that was my Charles Xavier, güey, igual. I could have lived with a lot more Charles Xavier, way talking in a philosophical way. I'll put it to you this much, way. I would rather have the time that Cyclops had in this movie, como lo usaron, güey, que se lo hubieran dado a Charles Xavier y a Magneto, güey, en la pinche cell, jugando chess, güey, platicando. Quítale los pinches 5 minutes a Cyclops, güey, porque no los vas a usar a la verga. Dáselos a estos pendejos. Like, dáselos a estos dos güeyes, like, que platiquen, güey, entre ellos, like, things about their life or, like, how they see things, güey, and it would have been a lot better for the story, güey, than Cyclops.
It sounds like it. Mark's asking, is this movie off your favorite list? Face Off?
I still have other movies to rewatch, man. And I know for a fucking fact Face Off is.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the whole first part of the movie until we got to the ending. Like, I enjoyed, I want to say 85% of the movie, man. Oh, this is in Krakoa. In the island of Krakoa. I can't click on the link.
Yeah, I don't think I can either. You can copy and paste.
I will. So in Uncanny though, ¿te sientes bien, güey?
¿Mm?
¿Te sientes bien?
No, no me siento bien, güey.
A ver, güey. Ahí voy. I'm copying and pasting now.
A ver, por rema mientras.
Otra vez.
No, no quiero mirar ahora, güey. Ya que no quisiera tanto.
Oh, and this is Avengers versus X-Men. Yeah, güey. Yeah, because I know for a damn sure in Uncanny X-Men, he hasn't been able to walk. No, this is still my favorite X-Men movie, and this has to be one of my top 5 superhero movies. Like, for a fucking sure, man. Like, I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. I like. I'll put it to you this way, man. It's Logan, Deadpool, and X-Men 2. Like, over all the other superhero movies. Like, I don't know if it'll be in my top 10 of this list, but of superhero movies, it's my top 5. Yeah, I enjoy Blade 2. Well, we're gonna watch it later on, guys. I think it's like week 7 or 8. Blade. La verga, no le quería tomar a eso. But we are gonna watch Blade here. Pero this is my favorite, like, X-Men movie as a whole. This is my favorite X-Men movie. Like, that opening scene is like one of my favorite opening scenes, if not no, it has to be my favorite opening scene, like, from any superhero movies. Petróleo, güey. Make sure to make micheladas. That's what it's called.
Después me perdí. Oh, they're asking why we're putting it in the beer.
No, they're asking what it's in there. No. Like, as a team, like, as a team movie, like, this is my number 1 movie. Opening scene for superheroes, yeah, but it's Logan or Deadpool 1 or 2, depending on what day it is, and then X-Men 2. No, aceite no. But yeah, it's Logan, Deadpool, whichever one it could switch off on those days, and then X-Men 3 week. From there, it would have to be Watchmen, and then Blade, the first one.
Oye, Can, ¿de dónde chingados me das una algona a mí, güey? No, man. Sí, ya me di cuenta, güey. Por eso te digo.
But yeah. So, any thoughts about the movie, way before we give it a rating? Good, bad. Like, what you think about it? Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. I guess I will have to agree with you now that you've shed light on the whole fact that there was no what do you call it? That much X-Men involvement as of what it goes. But
Didn't you watch the same movie as me?
well, yeah, but I didn't. I hadn't paid attention to that, and on top of that, I didn't think about those those things. But other than that, I will agree as well with the whole Storm thing. Halle Berry, I didn't like her in this movie. I didn't like her in Catwoman. Like I said, I think she's more of like a drama or um, maybe even comedy place. Um, and yeah, yeah, ¿cómo se dice? Like Mr. Quick reminded me. I got here and he was like, "Do you remember who you took to go see this movie?" But we won't talk about it online. Maybe later. Este- but I was like, no. And apparently this one's got very good memory on these movies. Um, but yeah. Other than that, I think that's all I gotta add my points of view in this. So yeah.
So my pros of this movie was this actually felt like an X-Men movie that would help all other comic book movies be made properly. Like, even though we already had Blade,
Mm-hmm.
and even though I think by this time we already had Spider-Man. Yeah, we already had Spider-Man. Like, I didn't feel like Spider-Man was made like as grounded, or like I didn't think Spider-Man 1 was such a good movie like they make it out to seem.
Hold the
Spider-Man 1.
hold your horses there, son.
Yo, like,
Don't mess with Spidey, bro, because then my Spidey sense is gonna start tingling. Don't talk about Tobey Maguire like that, brother.
No, I'm not talking about him personally. I just don't think, like, to me, this was a better. To me, there's a before and an after from Blade to X-Men and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, Blade was fucking good for its time.
Yeah, Blade put Marvel on the maps, on the movie screen. Like, if it wasn't for Blade, we would not have had a lot of these superhero movies. That is one thing that Blade, or at least in my opinion, did provide. It did provide a lot of that good feedback as far as making superhero movies.
Yeah. And then from there, the next one that changed it had to be X-Men 2. Like, and the X-Men 2 had much more of an impact to it. It might have not been the best of Bryan Singer's movies.
Yeah.
But it was the best superhero movie made at that time. And it still holds up, güey. Like, if you watch it, like, como ahorita que la hemos visto, güey, it holds up.
Yeah.
Ahorita vamos a ver how Blade holds up, because it's coming up in a few weeks. So we're gonna see how that one holds up. But yeah, like, this one still holds up. You're rating for this one?
For this one, I will give it a 5, brother.
A 5?
5.
You didn't even fucking give Face Off a fucking 5. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm telling you, I'm not a very big superhero fan. Like, when it comes to, like,
this was a way better movie than fucking Face Off, Lorenzo.
I agree. I
no, apparently not, because of your fucking rating.
Don't judge me for my rating.
I do judge you. What the fuck are you watching?
It's just
Okay,
in
a 5.
my take. Okay.
Don't
Look,
worry.
I'll give it a 5.5.
No. You can keep your fucking 5.
No.
This one hurt, Lorenzo. I'm taking this personal.
Hey, you just offended Spider-Man, okay?
Fuck Spider-Man.
No.
You know what? Spider-Man deserves a motherfucking 2.
A what?
A 2.
A 2.
A 2.
Ow.
So,
poke my heart.
a 5, Lorenzo?
A 5. I give this one a 5.
Nah, it's okay. I get you. Apparently, you don't know how to fucking watch movies.
Apparently, I just gave your most favorite movie a 5.
To me, guys, it still holds up. It's gonna be an 8.7.
8.7 for you?
Yeah, like if those last 15-20 minutes would have been changed to me, it would have been a fucking 9.5, a 10 way. I enjoyed the whole damn movie so much, way until I had no reason to keep on watching it.
I would have loved if they would have included Stryker underwater. Like, you know how he's chained up to the rock because he was chained up to the wheel of the to the ship. But I would have loved to see him like underwater, like an underwater
Shot of him.
Yeah, like I'm just tied up.
Yeah, wait, to me it's still an 8.5, 8.7, 8.7. To me it still holds up. Way. I didn't like the ending so much this time, but the movie still holds up. Like from fucking special effects to body doubles to story to everything that the past movie didn't fucking have. This movie did. Pero sí, that was everything.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah, it was a very good movie. But it had a lot of flaws for me. Like I said,
more than Face Off.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna honestly say I think your little comment before starting the podcast had a lot to do with my rating today. It did something subconsciously for me.
You're the one that fucking went to the movies with her, not me.
Hey.
Guys, for you, if you guys saw the movie, what's your rating on it?
Yeah, what do you guys rate this movie at?
So whoever actually comments their rating right now, I'll actually put you double on there.
Boom.
So I'll put you 2 times on there. Your
it's
rating
your
and why.
To get it, boys and girls.
No, that so hurt you went so hard on Face Off. A 10? No, like for real. Like what's your rating on it and why?
Grims. No one likes a brown noser, bro.
Te voy a poner 3 veces, Grims. Tú no le hagas caso.
¿Eres el camote de este güey o qué rollo? Está celoso el vato, está celoso. All right, Mark gives it a 7.8 out of 10. Grims, brown nosing, giving it a 10. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody else wants a double name on there? We'll give it maybe another minute. Khan said 7. They need a remake.
Bro, they already made it like 3 times.
Let's see. Al Chile, I don't really remember the movie all that well, but for what it was at the time, I'd say a 7. Ah, you see? See? Grims finally came to his senses. Each character could have had a little bit more building, but I like the plot. All in all. Mr. Mark. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Still comment.
I'm sorry?
What was commented?
As far as the ratings, we had Grims, Mark, and Khan. Those were the doubles. Let's see. Throughout the chat, we had. Let's see anybody else. Okay.
This is everybody, guys. Let me shuffle this shit around.
Oh, I forgot you actually putting it on the on the screen. Yeah.
So comment, guys. Do you want the bag separate and then the cup, or do you want just one, like the bag and the cup together?
What do you want me to shake, Lorenzo? I'm asking myself, what do you want me to shake on? Smiley don't hydrate. Hey, I didn't see no Smiley here. I didn't see Smiley today.
Together. Okay.
All right. Dum-dum. I saw Negro. I saw Peter here earlier, but
Oh yeah,
I didn't. Yeah, babe. But no me dejes a mi Negro. Come on. I did not see Smiley today.
Sí, puso el hydrate, man.
¿Sí puso?
Yeah. Jack puso una fire. Peter puso some fucking stupid ass joke.
Hey. Whatever I want.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Oh, they said together. Ah. I thought they meant like shake it together, but no, I remember you had said if they wanted the bag and the bag and the cup.
Last one. Yeah, it's it. Muhammad salió back to back.
Sorry, Jan. Apparently, you are not the winner for this one today.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Sorry, Khan. Hey, we're not cheating. We're doing it just like how it is. Let's see. All right, Peter's out. We still got Smiley, Grim, Nena, and
Estaba allá y un señor con lágrimas tatuadas en el rostro. Me quería oler los genitales. Bueno, pero tú te defendiste y no lo dejaste, ¿no? Señor.
Nana's out, so it's down to Grims and Mark. Let's see who the lucky winner is gonna be.
Listen, Peter, you could have gotten a double.
Dun dun dun.
And the winner's Mark.
The winner of today's raffle will be Mark. Mark, you can go ahead and send us your information. You can send it to, you can probably do a private message or something.
Yeah, tell them to send me a private message on Twitch.
Yeah, send me a private message on Twitch or wherever it is, and we will go ahead and get these delivered to you. I know you're in Florida. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and send these out via mail. Once again, guys, we do want to go ahead and give a thanks to our sponsors, Mitos Creations, Los Rosales, HT, and of course, OG Barber 956. We greatly appreciate the support that you guys give us, and we are forever grateful. And keep doing what you guys do. Great products. All of you guys.
What's the HT? I'll look like I. Oh, I haven't asked them. Wait. Put them all down. One.
So those are sponsors right there, guys. Los Rosales HT, Milos Creations, and OG Barber 956. Once again, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Remember, next week we will be having another raffle, and this one will be OG Barber's 956 free haircut and a shave. And if you're not in the general vicinity or you are a female, we will go ahead and give you out that $20 gift card. And I'll just do a Visa gift card so you can use wherever, because I feel kind of pointless if I just give you a $20 Starbucks gift card or anything like that. So
the movie next week is How to Train a Dragon. Let me see where it's at. Give me one quick minute. Let me tell you where you guys at. Where you guys can watch it.
I believe it's on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's not.
Not anymore.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, there you go. Amazon Prime.
It's free on Amazon Prime, guys. So next week is How to Train Your Dragon. What's the one after that? Do you know?
Not off the top of my head. Let's see. I can definitely look it up.
You have it, no? You have it on your chats?
Yeah. Give me one quick sec.
Let's see. I'll give you the rundown, guys. I think I found it before Lorenzo did.
Mister, I was on my phone before you were. Bien enojado el vato, no? No, you didn't. There you go. So we've got next week for August 18th. Hey, my birthday. How to Train Your Dragon. August 25th for episode 7 will be Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Episode 8.
Guys, for episode 8, instead of being on a Thursday, I think it's going to have to be on a Sunday. So Thursday is the 1st, then 2nd, 3rd, on the 4th.
Okay. So
for Deadpool.
For Death Proof.
Death Proof, I'm sorry.
Then we have September 8th. For episode 9 will be Blade. Episode 10 would be Best of the Best. Episode 11 will be 9, the animated cartoon with, who's that? Tim Burton?
I think so.
Tim Burton, I believe, is the director for that one.
Oh, we're going to go back to back Tim Burton.
Yeah. Episode 12 is going to be The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Halloween. I wish it would have been closer towards October, but that's okay. Episode 13 will be Dark Knight, the Joker movie.
We can actually switch it. We can switch The Nightmare Before Christmas, so it won't be animated to animated with Whiplash.
With Whiplash?
Yeah, okay. So episode September 22nd, episode 11 will be 9. September 29th, episode 12 would be Whiplash.
Mm-hmm.
Whiplash is a fucking band song. Yeah, it's about a drummer. So we'll do September 22nd, episode 11, 9. September 29th, episode 12, Whiplash. October 6th, episode 13, Dark Knight. And then October 13th, episode 14, we'll do Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then October 20th would be the season finale. Guys, I am going to need your help for this. Okay? Let me know if you just want us to keep on going with this. And then Sunday, if you want us to go back to On the Other Side. On the other side, the show is basically about serial killers. All we do is talk about serial killers. Like, I get a serial killer. We investigate his story. We study his story. We go over his story. And that's what we'll do. So let me know if you guys want to do that. And then we can have 2 a days. We can do, not 2 a days, but 2 a weeks. We can do Thursday. We can keep on going with this. And then on Sunday, we can go over On the Other Side. If you guys think that is a possibility for you guys to watch and to synchronize, and for you guys to be with us, then we'll keep on doing it. And again, because this time we had 3 sponsors, so it'll be a little bit different with the giveaways. But for any other season, if we get any other sponsors, we'll make sure that we have them scattered around so it won't be all together right now because we're just trying to figure everything out. But let us know what you guys think. Also, for season 2 of what we watch, guys, we're gonna pick the movies that you like. Let's say you guys give us like 30 movies, like between everybody. We'll watch all 30 of them. We'll pick 14 of them, and we'll go over those 14. Don't forget, guys. We do have a Facebook group, but ever since they made the change, um, whatever, man. Ever since they made the change to that meta shit, I have not gone back to it, and I have not tried figuring out what the fuck is going on. So I'm not using it that much, but that's at Society of Villains on Facebook. On Discord, guys, get Discord, join the Discord group. We're on there. We message through there. If there's any giveaways, or if I'm gonna be doing a podcast, or if I'm gonna watch a movie, we actually have watch-alongs on there, and you're able to watch the movie with us if you have Teleparty. And we can do that, guys, and that's on Discord, and that's also Society of Villains. Um, I like all types of movies, man. I'm a big, big, big scaredy cat of scary movies, but I love Saw. So, traigan morras chidas. Ya he perdido morras, güey. But
¿Qué dijo?
traigan morras chidas. But yes, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It's gonna be this on here. Ta-da-dun, ta-da-dun, ta-da-dun. There you go. I'll go ahead and put some Spider-Man socks on there, man. Spider-Man socks, not used. I'll send them with you. But yet again, guys, thank you so much for this week. Thank you guys so much for these past 5 weeks. I've been enjoying this show a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on going. Anything that you want to say to anybody else, Ron?
Nothing much, man. Once again, appreciate you for the love, and as well, I've enjoyed these 5 weeks. At first, like that first episode, I told you guys I was very nervous. I did not know what to expect, but with all the love and support that we are getting from you guys and our sponsors, it makes it a feel good feeling. So much that I'm willing to sacrifice some of my resting time to come and entertain you guys. But thank you once again. Hope to see you next week. And next week, do me a favor, guys. Please try to lay off as much of the hydrate button. I know. Quick had told me he could take it away, but I don't want to go ahead and do that. The only reason being is because next week, instead of drinking beer, since it will be my birthday, I do want to go ahead and bring a bottle. So we won't just be drinking regular beer. We will actually be drinking alcohol. So thank you once again, and I hope you guys have a great night.
Later, guys. Don't forget to follow us. See you guys next time. Arriba, güey.